10-4.
Oh God.
Boom.
Okay.
Episode
Thanks
55.
55. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Blake Bailor, how
Yeah,
are you
of
feeling
course.
today?
I feel good, dude. I feel
Yeah.
good. How about you? How you doing?
Dude, I'm extremely stoked to have the former and current beer drinking champion in the chairs with us today.
Yeah, dog. Have you had Matt McKean on here yet?
Dude,
No, I've
no,
talked to
no.
him. He's
British
just
Wi-Fi
busy.
Hey.
works different.
No Tom
Yeah,
Brady.
yeah,
Huh?
that's what it is. Yeah.
No Tom Brady yet.
You got to get the goat.
Dude,
Dude,
I
waiting
wish
for
I
it.
wish McKean was had his fair share of like top tier scandals like Tom Brady,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
but like
He's got like
deflected.
the deflated scooter
All
wheels
Matt
or
McKean
something.
would do is like try and get drunk and fight someone at a street jam in Paris.
Yeah, dude. No, Matt wouldn't do that. No, not
I
that
would
Matt.
never do that, dude.
Matt
No
wouldn't do
way.
that. Shirtless?
Can't
No.
taint the goat. You can't taint the
No
goat
way.
like that.
I like follow like all those like fucking Olay and all those like accounts that post just crazy shit, and everyone's like
Mhm.
commenting who the goat is, and like no, none of these kids are like talking about Matt McKean, and I'm like,
Mhm.
dude, what are you talking?
Soda.
But maybe I'm just the old guy now who like isn't tapped in.
Dude, yeah.
I learned how to tail whip when in 2006, and that's when it was like a wrap. I was like, all right, I'm quitting baseball. Fuck that shit.
Yeah. Well, wait, you started 2006?
Yeah, 2006, like James G was getting way too serious about it, and then he got sponsored. I was like, fuck this, dude. I gotta get
What was
sponsored.
his sponsor?
Yeah.
There's a brand called Razor Rama.
That's right. Shout
He just
out
like
Razor Rama.
he just like cold emailed them and sent them a video of him like going off 1080 kickers, and they're like, we're gonna send the pro model.
Yeah.
Oh my
And then I
God.
was like, all right, fuck this. I gotta get focused, dude.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
remember that legendary photo. I think y'all three post it pretty frequently, but you're in line at skate barn with your helmets on, you, Evan, and
Yeah.
James.
Yeah. I have one glove on in that photo, like Michael Jackson or some
No,
shit.
no, you have the bandana, no? Or
I
like
had the
you all have
bandana
helmets on?
and I was wearing a glove. I was like, why the fuck am I wearing a glove?
Yeah.
Trendsetter.
Yeah.
Dude, you try to do anything you can back then because like you can't like really do too much to your scooter, so you put a bandana on it or
Yeah.
you spray
Fashion
paint
was
it.
like half the battle. Like I'd see some kid roll up sick as fuck at the park. I'd be like, dude, I'm stealing that.
Fashion is your
Yeah.
complete battle now, right?
Yeah.
You're
Outfit of the day and shit.
Yeah.
you're like cross between like Bob Dylan, a Marlboro Red or Marlboro Man commercial, and like what Michael Jackson,
Yeah, pretty much,
right?
dude.
Yeah.
But you come to Venice Beach and everyone dressed the fucking exact. I look just like every other white dude in Venice Beach. So
No, dude, the mystique. When I
mystique.
when I see you post, I'm like, whoa, dude, he's exotic. And then if I ever go to like an Erewhon, then I'm like, oh, Blake, oh,
Oh, you
is that
know
one
the
of them?
Erewhon,
I
huh?
know, dude. I if you don't have your own Erewhon smoothie, then you probably
Dude,
didn't make it in LA. Is that true or false?
$75 fucking smoothies. I want to film a skit where I run out of an Erewhon and I'm like, oh my God, they have the new Blake Baylor smoothie and it's just a Modelo.
Yeah.
Thought that'd be good.
Dude, you need to stop
Dude,
being
don't
you
leak
need to
that,
be
bro.
brave. All
I
right.
know I
That's
need to
the
stop.
stuff.
I need to be more fearless with that shit. But like being that LA kid who's like running around LA trying to gather content, it's just like I don't, but I need to like not give a fuck, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
I
kind of like
mean,
we're going to from spot to spot with our fucking razors and like having to explain to people what the fuck we do, you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
How does it feel like growing up in Seattle scootering and then kind of being where you're at in LA now? Like, what is that like transition like? Because it seems like you guys in the Lucky Crew are just the peak pinnacle, like Seattle
Oh
scene.
yeah.
Yeah, I
The
mean it's
last living member of Lucky. I would say
lucky.
not living, but like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, I
From
don't even
from that
The
know.
era,
crew.
man.
I can't even like name anyone who's sponsored by Lucky anymore, but
No, you know the original era.
Yeah. LA is so much different from Seattle. Like people in Seattle are all like super down to earth and really kind. And LA, they'll just like, they're a little more savage. And also like I'm acting, so like being in the entertainment industry, everyone's an even bigger asshole, you know what I mean? And like really pretentious and shit
Do you
like that.
know anyone else that like scooters or skateboards that you're kind of like in the loop with,
What do you mean like
acting wise? Like
acting wise?
yeah.
I've heard like I mean I've met like skateboarders and stuff who are also I mean no like high level guys, but like I've met some guys who are like also trying to act and stuff like that and audition. And when I first moved down here, I was like, I'm a pro razor scooter rider. Do you know how niche that is? They're gonna love me. And like I thought I'd just fucking launch.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's not how like the industry works. It's definitely like it's like a 10-year thing to like really get like some momentum and get
Mhm.
established and stuff. But like I mean, honestly, once I like when I was like 14, I was like, I want to be a pro scooter rider. And then I was like able to do that. I think once I realized you can set your mind to something and do it, that's what also motivated me to just like move down here and go for the acting thing.
Fuck
Well,
yeah.
speaking, we were just talking about this last night, Austin and I. Like,
Yeah.
do you feel like what you learned in like your style and just like scootering in general has like attributed to um your acting right now?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think it's in any fucking art form. And I don't know everyone has a different perspective on what scootering is, but
Mhm.
like in any art form, you kind of are fighting to like discover your own voice and stuff like that. And like it can take your whole life, and some people never really like do it. I mean, for a long time, I just emulated Matt McKean. So, but like, I think that I realized that like I'm slowly like I'm in acting classes constantly and constantly auditioning, and I'm realizing like I'm starting to carve out like what kind of actor I am, I guess, you know what I mean? Like just I'm
Mhm.
finding my own voice, which took me a long time in scootering too. Like you that's the beauty of like a video part. You just over time you watch someone's like style develop and you realize they're figuring out who they are, you know what I mean?
Hmm. Yeah.
It's cliche, but yeah.
No, no. I like we were like I was saying, we were talking about the same thing, like how your style and how scootering like permeates through your whole entire life because of that core understanding of what you're good at, what your style is. And
Yeah,
then you could up it
exactly.
does, and then you take away scootering, you put in what, skateboarding, or you put away music, or you put in music or acting
Yeah,
or something like that. Like it's
yeah,
the same like mindset and like just
yeah,
a different way to channel it.
Hmm.
yeah. It gives you it gives you like an edge. Like you carry it with you even when like into every room and everything you do, regardless of whether or not you're actually like doing that thing. It's like
Mhm.
it's a part of your essence, you know what I mean? Like it's
Yep.
weird how that and that's kind of where I thought like I could bring that into my storytelling as an actor, because
Mhm.
like I have that edge of like growing up at the skate park and doing this really niche thing that like we basically just got bullied for, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think like
Yeah.
Like,
learning those lessons
Yeah.
very early, trying like
yeah,
knowing that you are different and
yeah,
being treated as such,
yeah.
like really, I feel like it toughened me up, but also
Yeah.
just like it
It's
gives you
like
character.
it's overcoming all that adversity, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and like trying it, like saying you're gonna do a trick and spending days, weeks, years trying to like go back and land that trick. Like, I mean, once you can like kind of like learn how to do that, like applying your mind to something that you don't know if you're capable of, and then eventually doing it, like that can apply to every aspect of life. You know what I mean?
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Serves a lot of life lessons, honestly.
Yeah, it does really. It's overcoming adversity, you know what I mean? And like
No.
growing up when scootering wasn't even really like a real sport and like having to show up on your razor and
Mhm.
skateboarders are like, what the fuck are these kids doing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, and we're just like, we don't even really know. They're
No,
so
no, no. Just like you're
Yeah. Yeah.
stretching, you're like, just wait until they see this.
yeah, yeah. When you fucking eat shit. Yeah.
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 Yeah, dude. Yes, that's the best. But you have to you wipe it off and you get back up.
Yep. Try it again.
Exactly. Yeah.
But I feel like that's something that all like OG or elder scooter riders kind of like come to terms with, of being like, oh, this is like the overall like learning experience of scootering is like self-discovery, and like, you
Yeah.
know, because
Yeah.
it's yeah, you just learn a lot about yourself. And I feel
Yeah.
like out of anyone, I think you are such like a, I don't know, it's such like an influential style and just like character
Thank you, man.
that like,
Shit.
well, like everyone out of Lucky was like had their own distinct thing, but like you're
Yeah.
able to like carry yours through for so long, and
Yeah.
everyone knows you now as the guy that does the bright,
The fun
Yeah.
who does the
dad.
Yeah.
do the bri-flip. Like, what really got you to like kind of hang on to that trick and kind of just own it?
Um, I don't know. That's a good question. I kind of feel like style is like a weird thing, and like the one thing I really kind of I don't regret it, like I don't regret anything, but like I remember for a long time it was always just a competition of trying to like be the like compete with everybody on the handrail game, and like what everyone was like, and I'm not anywhere close to being on the forefront of progression anymore, but there was a time where like we were all like neck and neck and like trying to push the envelope, and like you'd watch someone else's video part and be like, I gotta fucking push myself more. And like I kind of like in hindsight realized like how silly that is. And like I mean it definitely is a big part of like the competitive nature of like doing a sport or of any sort. But like
Mm.
I think that now I watch people and I watch scooter riders and I'm like, I like it when they're just doing something entirely unique. You know what I mean? It's way more interesting than watching one guy do a trick on the handrail this size and then the next guy a week later is trying to do it on a little bit larger handrail. You know what I mean? So then I realized how much I like loved doing bri flips and like loved the way they looked and everything like that. And I just realized like I kind of could like just like do the thing I love and do the thing that I like and just carve out my own niche and like stop trying to fucking compete with Zach Martin on fucking handrails. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna lose
Yeah.
that battle nine times out of
Yeah.
10. You know?
Yeah.
Now you got to compete with him with big trucks and welding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Like even like that's what I noticed about Matt McKean. Like Matt McKean is the GOAT because even now, like he's not like trying to like keep up with these kids who are fucking nuts. He like, but he when I still watch like even like modern footage of him, I'm like, he's so creative and like unique and like comes up
Mhm.
with really refreshing ideas as opposed to trying to like still fucking like grind the biggest handrail in the world. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like way cooler than trying to just compete and keep up. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah. I think
He's always
everybody
going to
goes
work.
through that though, just
Yeah,
like
they
as
do.
a
I think
young
you
scooter rider, you know.
exactly. Yeah, you get to an age where you're just like trying to prove yourself and like, you just want to be the best. And I remember every time I'd go to a contest and like see a kid that was better than me, I'd be pissed and I'd go home and I'd like grind. I'd work really hard on like I'd go to the plaza with a bunch of Gatorade and just fucking try and get better and better. But like that was like there's that window of time and then you get older and I think you start to just like develop your own like unique like niche almost, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah.
I started to just get tired of it, like seeing
Yeah.
something and being like, dude, I don't even want to do that, but I want to
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Yeah. I
like,
mean, that's also that's cool. That's like a different thing where you're like, you see someone do a certain type of thing and you're like, whoa, I want to do something kind of like that. You know what I mean? I mean,
Mhm.
it's a lot of stealing, which is
yeah,
fun. You know what I mean? Because there's
yeah,
no
Yeah.
fucking rules, but
yeah, yeah. I steal from Andy.
Yeah.
yeah.
No,
And
but
yeah,
but
Yeah.
Andy
He's a good
gets super
coach.
creative with Andy gets so creative with all this shit. Like every time I see shit, I'm like, how did he even think of that? You know what I mean?
dude, that I appreciate it. But
He
like
uses it.
I came to like what your realization a lot sooner. Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I can't like do these handrails and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But if I hang my feet off, my
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
If I do it
Put the
like
toes
this,
on
yeah.
there.
Eventually, I was like, "Fuck Zach Martin, dude," and like, I'd be slanging in Seattle, and I'd come down here to like film, and I'd
Yeah.
see Monkey, I'd see Ralph do something, and I'd be like, "This guy's 5 years ahead of all of us." Like,
Yeah,
I don't know why I'm
totally,
even, yeah. Like some
totally.
people are just so innovative and like so progressive. It's like trying to keep up with that as opposed to just trying to do your own thing is just, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
How key was beer for you when you found out that you could drink during street jams and contests?
I realized if I drank enough, I wouldn't have to compete because I wouldn't be able to. I don't know. I think kind of became like just like a personality, you know what I mean? In a lot of ways. Like I also hated like I hated scootering in front of a bunch of people because I always felt like there were a bunch of people. I don't know, like some people can do that, but I was like, "You kids are way too fucking good, dude. I'd
Yeah.
rather
Yeah,
like in the privacy of my own home go film a video part and
Yeah.
like release it.
totally,
And
totally.
when I'm with all these scooter riders, I'll just have fun. But like I definitely kind of just became like a character that
Yeah.
I don't know. I wasn't even actually scootering, but you know. And
Yeah.
people I think thought I wasn't scootering, but I'd go home and I'd really scooter. But like just in front of everybody, I was like, I can't do this. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I get distracted by the social aspects.
Yeah.
And
Totally.
beer was tight. So
No.
Yeah.
No,
Once you
you're a
crack the
legend, man.
first one, they're gonna keep flowing,
yeah, yeah.
especially at the jam. They're just
And
throwing
what
them
that
out.
first one went down so good. I wonder how 50 more would,
Yes.
you know?
Dude, I like, yeah, I love asking about the earlier stuff because I feel like it needs to be talked about. But like,
Yeah.
how
It's,
crazy is it to basically start scootering with your best friends? All get picked up on an iconic scooter team, Lucky, together. All
yeah,
y'all are doing your own thing very, very well.
yeah,
And create one of the first and one of the most legendary video parts or just like company videos.
yeah.
um how does it feel like to have that journey with your best friends? And I'm sure
Yeah.
you guys are still pretty close right now, right? You guys go
Oh
through.
yeah, those are I mean James G and Evan Yamato are like, you know, ride or die best friends for life. Dude, that was like I mean it was weird because in the beginning we were just dinking around and like scootering wasn't a sport really. Like it wasn't really even like we were all playing regular kid sports. We were like 13, 14, like and
Everyone was
James
good at soccer, or
Evan,
James.
yeah, Evan and James, they're team won state and stuff senior year. Like they were really good. And
Yeah.
well, James is good at everything he fucking does, which is super boring. But we were just like having fun, like dinking around with it. And James was the first one to be like, I want to quit everything else and do this and get
Mm.
sponsored and be serious. And I was like, dude, don't do that. That's super dumb. and and he actually did it and he got sponsored and he was the first one to get really, really, really good. And I was like, how are you doing this? Like, why you're getting, and and then that's when I started to get serious and be like, and then he got sponsored, and then I wanted to get sponsored, and he got so good and was getting so serious about it that I actually started to like get serious about it, and then it just escalated, and then like the whole sport started slowly also growing. So, but I mean, doing that whole thing with my best friends was the like one of the best experiences I'll ever have for the like those are the best memories I'll ever have for the rest of my life. Like the and like I mean, we kind of like Lucky Scooters was like the owner, Brian Jide was just a scooter dad
Mhm.
at Samama Skate Park, and he approached us and was like, "Hey, I want to," and we were friends with his son, and he was like, "Hey, I want to start trying to make some parts that are like more durable," and like we kind of helped him start to like you know come up with designs and test things and then once he was ready to actually release things we were the guys that like we were on the team and we would start to market them to like people via YouTube like with videos and stuff and it just sort of took off from a garage and we didn't really anticipate it but then we went, and by 17 or 18, well, by the time I was like 17 or 18, it was like an established scooter company, and we never really anticipated any of it happening, but it was like the funnest thing ever to do with your best friends. Like it was like a dream come true. And then we thought scootering was going to get like skateboarding big, and we were going to make hundreds of thousands of
Of
dollars. And
course, yeah.
because it was starting to explode a little bit, and I like dropped out of college to be a pro scooter rider, and like that didn't work out. But it was
You
like
ain't Dakota shits in a van going across the country.
yeah, it was like I don't know. It was just an exciting time. We didn't know what was going to happen. And like, it was just, I mean, doing it with my two best friends was the best thing ever. And like, also, like the early days with Tyler Wheeland and Evan
The
Larson.
emergence of Tyler Wheeland and the
Yeah.
fall and then emergence and then the
Yeah,
fall and then
exactly.
emergence.
And like, Tyler Wheeland was really good at like bringing people together and
Oh,
like
for sure.
building like community and stuff. So like, that's where he came into play. And like, it was just me and a bunch of my best friends like doing this thing together. It was dope, honestly.
It was cool to see. Y'all were like rock star level because of being on a company that like created like a scooter deck
Yeah.
and having a video
Hmm.
and yeah, just like so much publicity. And I feel like I got to know y'all so much more uh
Yeah.
just through that having that platform. And I just feel like, not a lot of people talk about it or
Yeah.
because it was a pivotal moment once like Lucky really started ramping things up and then I think Phoenix TSI came to
Yeah.
follow every
Yeah.
dude no I like it has to be said like the the Northwest
Hmm.
like scooter scene
Yeah.
and dub is if without it there wouldn't be scootering it exploded dude
Yeah. That's
Valid.
yeah, that's dope.
Valid.
Also Jesse Aikita, like Jesse Aikita was
oh dude
I think
Dude,
he
Jesse
him.
Aikita might be the most naturally gifted scooter rider I've ever met, and I fucking hated him for it, but he like elevated all of it up there. Like, I mean,
Mhm.
obviously Tyler Bonner was like the GOAT, but like when Jesse Aikita started getting really good and like riding with this chip on his shoulder and like fucking just he was scootering from this place of pain.
Yeah.
Like was like, what the fuck? Who hurt him, dude? And that
Yeah.
that made all of us want to get better because he was getting so good so fast.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was. I
dude.
mean, that it
No,
was.
Jesse,
We
I think
think,
Both
I
of
looked up
them
to both Jesse
goats.
and Evan because
yeah,
they were both Japanese and
yeah,
like
yeah,
Evan was
yeah,
also half like I am. So I was like, "Oh,
He
that's
had
fucking
a
yeah, yeah,
he had a
yeah,
brother
so
too, right? Like Brent, I
yeah.
think.
yeah.
Brent and Brent,
I think he was
Brent,
decent.
Brent was really good actually. Yeah, he was
Yeah.
just naturally like I don't know what the deal is, man. I
It's
don't
that
know.
Japanese gene. Like
Yeah.
they're just
Yeah,
very
so
very good at
He
good.
it.
was he was doing like
And
the
then
tooth over tooths. Jesse,
yeah,
like back in the day on down rails. I was like,
yeah,
damn.
he was taking like the peg shit to the next level and stuff, and
I
like
think he was the first one to do a hang five from like one that I saw. I was like, "Holy shit." And he's doing
yeah,
like turn downs and stuff and like
Only
doing
guy
like
to make
BMX dance.
only guy to make flatland scootering cool. In
yeah,
my opinion.
yeah,
Like everyone
yeah,
else who does it is lame as hell.
yeah.
Sorry.
The John Rays of the
Uh,
world.
Oh
I'm
shit.
kidding.
Oh
that
shit.
But
he's a
no, I
diddler.
didn't. I
Fuck
didn't
John
even.
Reyes.
I didn't even realize that the explosion was that apparent. I mean,
Oh yeah.
I was in it, but also I just think I think people were drawn to us because we were having so much fun. I don't think we were even that. Like there was better scootering going on. We were just having a shitload of fun together.
Well, like y'all did skits, right?
Yeah, well, we just like I don't know. We kind of did some bits and stuff, but like
Yeah.
we're just having so much fun that I think other people were attracted to that.
Yeah.
And
Hmm.
like now in hindsight, that well, I'm like 30 something years old, and like I realize that's kind of the point of it is to be fucking. I mean, why was I taking it so seriously for so long?
Hmm.
Totally.
Yeah,
Yeah. Dude, I think back in the day, the Seattle Street Jam was like the biggest event in US, like bigger than Chicago, maybe.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
When y'all
In the
first
very
started, it was
beginning,
pretty
for
big.
sure. Like that was
yeah.
something
That's
where I would always
crazy.
see it and I'm like, damn, like that's the one I want to go to. Like that place looks so sick. But
Yeah,
I
I didn't
used
even.
to
didn't even realize how big it was up there. Sorry. Didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, it was just cool because
Yeah.
I was into like you, James, and Evan a lot, but I was also really into like Bailey Maxey and Tyler Bonner
Yeah.
and Jesse and just that whole scene as a whole, man. With the
Yeah.
companies like Lucky and I know Phoenix was like in the state area and
Yeah.
like
Yeah. I
TSI.
mean,
It's like, dude,
CSI and Lucky and Phoenix
yeah,
were all like neck and neck at one point.
Yep, zero
it's
gravity.
crazy.
Zero
Oh yeah,
Gravity.
yeah,
It's
Zero Gravity
yeah,
really wanted to be Lucky, but
yeah.
they couldn't hang. You know?
so okay. I have to stand up for
All
zero
right,
gravity
I
here.
forgot about all this drama. There's all this drama
It's
between.
not drama, but it's the only reason why we ever met.
Oh,
And
it's
there's a
yeah,
reason why like I met like a lot of people because of zero gravity. Like they flew
yeah,
me
yeah,
out
yeah.
and then they shoved me into a bedroom like with fucking Hunter Bechtel, which
Oh
at the time
shit,
he's fucking
that
he was
dude was
on
an
another level.
animal.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
That was the
he
time
was
to
on
chill with
another
him.
level.
Yeah.
But for zero gravity, I hope like editor, can we get like a photo of the zero gravity deck? I would love that like somewhere
The
up here.
penis,
Can we
No,
pull
no,
that
no,
up,
no.
please?
Jesse, pull it up.
Jamie.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But integrated headset, all CNC'd. It had the first flat side, which is just even though it was like
Yeah.
shaped like
Finger whip,
a.
finger whip friendly.
It had integrated it had integrated spacers. Dude,
Yeah.
it was literally ahead of its time. A lot of those elements are used today, and they were
Yeah.
the first to do it. Let's
They're
be
still
real.
alive this day.
Let's call a spade a spade.
Yeah.
It definitely was a completely CNC thing, and that's a lucky thing for
No,
sure.
I'm not, dude, I'm not knocking it. I think in hindsight, it's just a bunch of these companies were like trying to race to like be
Oh, to
that.
the moon.
Oh yeah,
Dude,
same.
yeah, it's like
Yeah,
it's almost like it's
it's
almost
like
like
the
this
rail
thing.
shit. Yeah,
The
Yeah, like
space race.
everyone was just trying to like make a name for themselves, and like none of them actually knew what the fuck they were doing when they were making these.
No.
Like they were just guessing and trying to make the best deck they could. But
Yeah.
before that, all we had was fucking Razor or Micro, and no one was
Yeah.
writing Micro. So,
I mean, that's what I thought like Lucky did such a good job with their first deck. Like just put the fucking you already have a billion razor necks. Just put your
yeah,
neck on there and then
yeah,
boom, you got
who
a scooter
who
deck.
who
yeah.
like conceptualized that one though? Because I know you said it was like that guy, the owner, and then
Oh, Brian
you,
Jagger.
James, and Evan.
Yeah.
So
Well,
like when
honestly,
y'all go ahead, sorry.
sorry. Honestly, Jesse Aikita was like has like an engineer's mind, and he came up with a lot of ideas for how the products should work and stuff. Like he told them how certain like forks should be designed, and like he came up with a lot of good
Did he do
ideas.
the SMX fork?
Yeah, he came up with that
No,
because
Jesse did.
Jesse did. Yeah,
What the
Goaded,
fuck, dude?
yeah.
I actually didn't know that.
goaded.
Yeah, he talked about wanting to make like a miniature BMX fork for a while before they finally did it and stuff. And then he would also be the guy to test everything. Like he'd be like, "Yeah, I'll double whip this 12 stair." And like back then, a 12 stair was a decent size because our like the parts back then didn't last as long. Like
That's true.
now a fucking 9-year-old could probably double whip a 12 stair, but this was a big 12, okay?
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
Jesse was definitely like had like an innovative engineering mind that like
Yeah.
kind of came up with some of that shit and
Yeah.
they implemented it and yeah. I mean, and back then we were like 12 or not 12, we were like 15 and stuff and we didn't think to get anything like in writing when we were like building the company and
Oh
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we were just like, oh, la, la, la. They were down to make parts and give them to us and shit.
Yeah.
So and then like they also then they started flying us places and we were like, this is sick. We're going to contests in like New York and California and we didn't realize any of that was even possible. But then in hindsight, we're like, damn, they like we're helping them build this thing and
Mhm.
we didn't really think about getting any like back end after the fact, you know what I mean?
I mean,
Need the
your
penis deck
famous
royalties.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. Jesse's like, what if we suck a dick in there?
No, that was my question though. I'm like, did y'all realize when it came out that you're like, oh, this shit looks like a dick? Or are we kind of like,
Dude, I think so. The penis deck, dude, that shit's fire. The penis deck,
my first
penis
scooter
deck,
deck? That was
I think,
fire.
I think for some reason, the penis deck was designed by, I think Brian Jaidy, the owner's brother, did a lot of CNCing in down in Arizona, and he just like, I think started squirting those things out and like sending them up to us, and like they weren't breaking. They would banana, I think. I don't think they'd snap. So we were just like, all right, it works. And then it quickly just took off as the dick deck. Like everyone.
Did you know? Did you
And then
see
we were
it
like,
at
dude,
all?
we're getting roasted on the internet.
Dude, that's so funny.
No, I don't think I noticed until the internet started. I mean, the internet will tell you exactly how it feels about everything. You know what I mean?
Yo, for sure. I
Like, the
mean,
internet
like,
will give you the God's honest truth.
Yeah.
were you a consistent poster on Scooter Resource?
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Well, I just like post my videos and hope Matt McKean commented on them, and that's about it. But yeah, I would go on there and like talk shit too. But that was like, I mean, without Scooter Resource, scootering wouldn't have like gr- taken off. I mean,
Yeah.
it did. I don't know if we can whatever taken off's a strong word, but like, you know what I mean? Like, it wouldn't have been able to grow because we wouldn't have been able to communicate and like establish like a fucking foundation for the sport. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that was
Yeah,
crucial.
no.
That was actually crucial.
No, it was great. I mean, I think we had Greg on here like a while back, but like Greg was like telling me everything I needed to do with my scooter so it wouldn't fucking break.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then I feel like the majority of the time I would see people commenting would be like Jamie Gantz,
Yeah.
which is crazy to me.
Shout
Yeah,
out.
Because he's still shredding right now. And then also like Parrish, just like talking a bunch of shit and how people are
yeah,
wrong.
yeah.
And so
Parrish is a man with very strong ideas.
yeah.
Like if that dude ever got into politics, it'd be fucking buck wild, dude. But
He couldn't
yeah,
state his opinions online anymore, bro.
there were a lot of people who would get pretty like pretentious and opinionated on there. And like I was like just like I remember one time I posted like a how to like scooter fakie or something, and I was like 14 in my garage, it's raining. And
Yeah.
Alex Stedman, I hadn't met Alex Stedman yet. Alex Stedman fucking roasted me.
No.
He's like, check the thread before you post a how to. People have already posted those. It's like, my bad, bro. I just got on here. I don't know how this works. I'm trying to create a scooter.
Dude, got roasted by the mods.
Yeah, dude. It's
No.
funny because it's like you have all these stories about these people before you even met them, and now I've known Stedman for like fucking 15 years. But like, at the time I was like, fuck this guy, dude.
His dreadlocks are stupid anyways.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's so funny. I ran into Stedman at a bar here
What?
in Austin randomly. Yeah. We were
Really?
trying to link up. It was this bar called Shangri-La, and him and his partner, I think they just got engaged or something like that, or
Oh,
like
shit, I had
another
no
friend
idea.
did. And they were like, hey, we're in town for a little bit, and I try to link up. We're like, we're doing this and that and crazy, and then I get a tap on the fucking the shoulder, and I get a
Damn.
like,
Damn.
yeah, and I'm like, that's so crazy, because I thought I was just gonna completely miss him, but dude,
Was he
no,
out there? Was he out there riding his bike? I know he goes on a lot of those trips,
I
right?
don't know if he brought his bike. I think it was just like a quick little homie trip, but
Yeah.
I love Stedman, dude. I think
Stedman's the man.
he's the fucking man. Speaking of like I really want to like keep going through this whole like chronological from
Yeah.
lucky to now thing.
Yeah.
So I forgot that I was on lucky right before you guys left.
Oh, yes, you
The big
were,
purge.
dude. Yeah.
I was me and Jake O'Donnell were on Flow, which Jake
Yeah.
O'Donnell now is in Central Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Is he
actually saw
teach-
him in Portland.
Is he teaching English over there now?
I'm not sure actually what he's doing. But he's fucking maximizing life. I mean,
Yeah, he's
he's
been
the
over there for a
best.
while now.
Another guy that like just completely had his own style and like
Yeah,
just took off with it. But
yeah.
yeah, so I really want you to kind of just lay it out like why you eventually left Lucky, but then the emergence of like Advocate. I want to
Yeah.
hear
I
that.
think well, Lucky, like we had differences of opinion of the vision of the company.
You don't like the wheel? You don't like the wheel? We got you the wheel.
We threw you a fucking bone, dude. I really wanted like basically what Tilt ended up being is what we wanted Lucky to be. That was
Yeah,
the concept in our head before Tilt was around.
yeah,
And like that's what we were like working towards, like building this aesthetic around the brand and stuff. And Lucky, like the owners just like completely had a completely different vision for what they wanted to do. They just wanted to kind of grab the best of any, I don't know. We had a very specific vision and they didn't agree with that and they didn't think it was going to sell as many scooter parts. So when they picked up Dakota Schewitz,
oh, that was huge.
yeah, that was kind
That's
of
Tom.
like,
That's Tom Brady to the Bucks type shit.
yeah, doesn't even eat nightshades, dude. But yeah, that was like, it was like, what are we doing here? Like, it was just like everything that we had thought we'd been working towards, like aesthetically was out the window. So it just felt like we had been wasting our time. And that's when we that's when we initially decided to leave because it felt like they didn't even consult us on it and we've been there from the jump. Like Lucky was at this point like a $3 million company and we would start it out in like a little garage and scootering blew up in like 2011. It really took off. Um, and they started doing really well. I don't know how you can define really well in that industry because it's a niche industry, but you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Scootering. And so they instantly grabbed Dakota, and I have nothing against Dakota. Dakota's great. Every time I've seen him at contests and stuff, we're fucking,
he can
what
rock a fedora. I've seen it.
yeah, and he's like I mean, it's crazy now because I see all these scooter kids like on Instagram, like little reels of them doing crazy shit. And I'm like, these are all like Dakota was like the blueprint for all these kids, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of wild. But like when he joined, it was kind of like the beginning of the end for us because we were like, yeah, this is not we're clearly have different ideas. And now as a grown man, I realize these guys are just trying to sell scooter parts.
Yeah,
Like they don't give a fuck about like this like aesthetic you're trying to create or
yeah,
cultivate. And they don't care about being cool. They care about fucking selling scooter parts.
yeah,
And so that's when we decided to do Advocate and we wanted Advocate to be a scooter company, but then we quickly realized how difficult it is to start a scooter company and
yeah,
like manufacture parts and all that stuff like that. So we just kind of wanted to keep like cultivate the same aesthetic that we had with Lucky initially, but like just do it through like apparel and like a streetwear style thing. And at the time I think Supreme was blowing up, so we like, wanted to like we were inspired by like this streetwear thing that was going on and like a million other apparel companies were, you know what I mean? Just like, oh, let's print something on a shirt and sell it. But we were mostly gonna go for like an aesthetic similar to like the early days of Lucky. So, and I don't know, we kind of I don't know, probably could have like worked a lot harder at it, but they were going to college. I was like yeah, I was still I think in college and then I went back to Lucky and like that's when I quit school to try and like really be a pro scooter rider and see if it's possible to like
mm-hmm.
make money because some guys were making at least enough to pay rent and they were getting royalties on parts and like I was like maybe if I like really tried to like compete and like bust my ass, I could do this. And we didn't know where scootering was going yet. We didn't know
Yeah.
how more it was going to grow. So now in hindsight, it sounds crazy, but
I mean, you gotta try it. You gotta try it. I mean, like from the jump, all you know is trailblazing. Like we don't know
Yeah,
where it's gonna
we're
go.
fucking trailblazers,
Hey
dog.
man, I'll give it to y'all. Like you are. Like it's not just like, when we first started, it was literally just these guys without bolts in their fucking foldy, like doing
Yeah,
shit off boxes in their driveway.
yeah,
Like, you're actually getting flown places, making video
yeah,
parts with like a team and like all these
yeah,
stuff. And like, you have no idea, like you had no idea it was going to get there. So might as
yeah,
well, that's all you know is just going forward and just like,
yeah,
chasing after something that you don't know is going to come
exactly.
of it. So
Yeah. I mean, we exactly like you worded it perfectly. Like we didn't even anticipate getting to this point. So if we can
mhm.
get to this point, maybe, and if the sport continues to grow, you know, I mean, getting flown places just to film videos is kind of a crazy concept because we're not even getting like the product out in front of people at contests. We're literally just filming for something down the road. And like we were like, we're getting flown to like California just to film a video. Like that's crazy. So if we
Mhm.
can do that, maybe if I did that full time and like competed and like did a little bit of everything and like maybe I could like build a because Instagram was starting to blow up. I was like, maybe if I build a social media following, I could have some leverage and like make some money, but hindsight's 2020.
Oh my gosh. Do you have like a battle for a trick that comes to mind that you want to talk about?
Whoa, dog. Yeah. Bri-flip board side down a handrail, and I think Dakota Schuetz did one.
Oh,
Um,
come on. I would never want to see that in a million years.
I know, I know, I
I
know.
want you to do it because I'm just like, man, his bars are really long and tall. They
Yeah.
might bend.
I've thought about like I mean there were times when I was like in my prime and
Yeah.
I was like dude if I just sent it right now and put my foot out and tried to catch it before I got on the rail would it work or would I go to my face and I like almost like threw it but it's so scary dude it's so
Yeah.
fucking scary I don't catch my bri flips I just time them so like I don't know how people catch their fucking bri flips, but I mean I can catch them like out of a quarter pipe or like out of a fly out, but like going down something, I just have to like time it perfectly.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, bri flip onto a handrail would be fucking sick.
Yeah.
Honestly, the shit kids are doing now, it like I throw my phone across the room half the time. I'm like in bed, like what the fuck?
Yeah, yeah.
Shit I see out there, like that Olay, those Olay trick of the like, is that ever gonna end? Is it trick of the year forever? Like, I don't get it.
They do it
I think
every
it's
year.
actually insane the amount of progression year over year, like
Yeah,
the current like scootering is doing. Like any of those tricks would have fucking broke everything if we saw
yeah,
it like 10 years ago or something like that,
yeah. Like back then, you could go out and probably like do something that's never been done before. Like, not like it wasn't that simple, but like you know what I mean. Like a lot of, I mean, now they're just like busting the door down. Like the gates are being fucking. I mean, the shit they're doing in every direction is just insane. You know what I mean?
I really do think that it's like we are only like a product of like the sources around us. So like we're
Yeah,
watching McKean or watching like I'm watching like Jesse and things like that. And that's who I get influenced by, and then I
yeah,
kind of like make my own thing from there. But then what people have access to right now is just like so much more, and I just do believe that like, oh, we just, as long as like we knew that it was possible, we could
yeah,
have probably done it.
yeah,
But no one's ever done it, so we don't know if it's possible. So
yeah,
now it's just like, oh yeah, I could do that. And like, that was like the biggest trick of like 2012 or something like that.
yeah. Exactly. Yeah. I
And
mean,
we're allowed to
I
do it.
I remember there was a time where the only handrail trick was like board side. Like no one was back lipping things. No one was.
I remember heel whips started like fucking going off, and everyone's
Yeah,
like,
I
"Yo, we
remember
gotta get the
when
fucking heel whip in
I
there."
remember there used to be you either tail whipped or heel whipped, and then kids started doing both, and then you know, now like a double heel flat is probably like a basic trick, but
Super
like,
basic, yeah.
yeah, but like that was like, you know, like people were tail whipping both ways. That's, you know, that wasn't even
Yeah.
thought of. And like, and then I remember when Switch started to be a thing, and then everyone's always had this like thing where they compare scootering to skateboarding, and they're like, Switch isn't the same on a scooter as it is on a skateboard and all this stuff. And like that became a debate. And like there's just all these things that would go on, but like I just remember like there were so many things that weren't happening, and then now everyone can do it as like as like a foundational basic trick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got Switch bros?
Hell no,
Oh,
dude.
on the other side?
Like
Yeah.
switch footed or like opposite side?
Opposite
You-
side and switch footed.
Oh no, hell no. I'm not nasty like that, dude.
I need it. I need
No,
it,
That'd be
dude.
insane.
but I do
Hey,
need to get back on the fucking horse. That's for goddamn sure.
yeah. Do you, shout out. We're talking about Switch. Shout out, James for biting the bullet and making a whole video Switch.
Did he do that? I didn't even think
Yeah,
about that.
he was like, I remember when it came out, he
Yeah,
was
he
like,
had some sick.
I'm gonna be honest, dude. At the time, we weren't ready, and I was like, this is
We weren't ready.
boring.
Yeah. I think I like Ralph was honestly Monkey was the most innovative scooter rider ever. Like he fucking I'd always come to California, watch him do shit, then go back to Seattle and like practice what he was doing. Like
Yeah,
I saw him do the first whip back lift, went back to Seattle, learned how to do it. I saw him doing whip nose manuals, spent fucking months trying to do it. Never done a whip nose manual my whole life. Still can't do it, but he did one in France, like way before anyone was doing them, and all the Frenchies were like, they had like 50 Red Bulls and a bunch of spliffs, and like just they were way too juiced. But
dude. Yeah,
Monkey was like the one that was like always doing shit that I'd never seen done before. That now kind of you see everyone doing. You know what I
yeah.
mean? It's pretty crazy.
No, he's definitely just one of those naturally gifted guys that just like get it,
Yeah,
and it also is very humble, nice
yeah.
guy.
Oh
He
yeah,
doesn't take itself so seriously, but when he gets on there, he's just like him riding a bull or him running like hunt and like
yeah.
fucking just going off. Like I think recently he posts like maybe like 2 or 3 like videos a year now.
Hmm.
He did like a nollie, like a double bar spin on a hip.
So sick.
And like it's like, how have we gotten this far in scootering and no one's done that yet? But then
Yeah,
like literally the cleanest fucking
yeah.
guy in scootering just comes out, just like gets off the couch and he's just like, "Blah."
All right, it's time to go in.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. He like I remember one time we were in France for the jam, for the street jam,
Yeah.
and him and Matt McKean played flat scoot, which by the way, what a fucking sight, dude. Him and Matt McKean playing flat scoot.
Dude,
Like
tell the audience, since we weren't there, like try to paint a picture
it's
of what
like
that was.
Tom Brady and fucking I don't even know who else. What's his name? The quarterback for the Jets. Actually, he's not even like
Aaron
in
Rodgers, Joe
it.
Namath.
Um It's just like, I mean, like just watching two goats battle to the end. Like it was, but I watched Monkey do a backside 720 flat and a frontside 720 flat, and people weren't even spinning both ways yet at this point. Like back then, it was like, oh, he spins like heel side. And like people would just say that's the way they spin. There wasn't really, I don't even think we were calling shit backside
Like
front.
front side, backside. I'm
Yeah,
sure
like
Matt was. Matt has always
Matt
just
Matt
been
was
like
because Matt was like the skateboarder on a
the
scooter.
skateboard guy. Yeah.
Yeah, but like Monkey's 720 flat both ways. And I was like, my jaw was on the fucking Paris floor. Like I was just like,
That's
holy
gross.
shit. Yeah.
And Paris is
Yeah,
gross.
man. Just spliffs everywhere. But yeah, dude, it was like he's just like the most innovative scooter rider I've ever seen in my entire life. I don't know how I got off on this monkey tangent, but
No, we
It's
have to
good.
talk about it. We
It's
haven't,
good.
dude.
yeah,
Monkey is just so like influential, and myself too. He's just such a nice person, but at the same time,
yeah,
so humble. And
yeah,
like he's just been always been doing things that like you think that are like way above his like his weight class.
yeah.
He just so innovative still to
Oh
this
yeah.
day. But But yeah, I'm curious, like, what are you into right now? Like, what is something that's like fascinating you?
In terms of like within scootering or in
I
terms of
mean, just like, you personally, like, what are you into? Because, like, obviously you're not 100% into scootering, you're acting right now, but like,
yeah. Sorry, am I allowed to move during this?
Yeah.
you can't move during, yeah, what?
um, what am I into? Honestly, man, I'm just like kind of obsessed with acting right now. Like I'm studying in like a program. I'm in like a graduate program. I did the 2 year school of acting.
Is that kind of like Barry, but you don't kill anybody?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
Okay.
like fair, yeah, but I'm not a fucking yeah hitman. That show's so good though, by the way.
Yeah.
Fucking love Bill Hader. But yeah, I'm just like, studying acting and I've got like an agent and a manager. I'm auditioning like, f 4 or 5 times a week and just fucking really and like waiting tables just to, pay the bills.
Yeah,
But like,
dude, you got to grind out
I'm
there
like
for sure.
fully, yeah, I'm pretty fully immersed in trying to do this. So, and that's kind of what it takes. But like, yeah, I love acting, dude. It's like I think that it's the same thing that I got from scootering and like I realized like all the fun we were having on film, like filming each other when we were kids, like with just a group of friends, like I get that same thing when I'm like acting on camera and like trying to be funny and like film skits and like I don't know, it's just like it's kind of almost what I've convinced myself that it's what I should need to be doing, you know what I mean?
If there were like movies or TV shows that explain your acting or explain your influences, do you have anything like off the top of your head so people can like watch it and be like, that makes a lot of sense?
I don't know if I'm like if I you could say I like emulate that like but I'm obsessed with Danny McBride,
Mm.
Eastbound and Down, love Will Ferrell and like all his shit. I mean, I don't know. I don't know where my need, like, where my comedy comes from, but I just like see like the stuff I like is just the stuff I like. Like I'm obsessed with Bill Hader, Shane Gillis, like his new shit, like, his fucking, I don't know, just all that shit. I don't know. I just kind of like what I like, and I guess I just like take elements of everything I like. It's like scootering, you know? You're
Yeah.
obsessed with Matt McCain. You try to dress like him. You try to fucking push like him. You try to fucking,
I can't
But
grow chest hair, so I can't.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I can't do it all.
Hey, one time, Kirk and I were like watching, like someone was showing us clips of McKean, like that hadn't been released yet or something. They were about to come out,
Oh,
and
bootleg.
Yeah, bootleg. Kirk and I were like looking, it was like a B-roll shot of McKean like shirtless on his scooter. And Kirk and I were like, why is McKean the only dude who can look like a man on a scooter? Like we all look like boys. We all
Yeah.
look like little boys, and then McKean looks like a fucking dragon, dude. Just
Is
make
this long hair McKean? Like,
Yeah, this is like prime, like fucking he thinks he's the lead singer of the Strokes, McKean.
oh my god, dude.
You
That's so fucking good.
Yeah.
Dude.
But yeah, I don't know. Anyways, but yeah, I don't know where my comedy comes from. I just like whatever I think is funny is kind of what I steal from. But I love Danny McBride and shit like that, and that's the kind of shit I'd love to do. You know?
Um, I mean, like, I know you're auditioning a bunch, but like, are you doing um, any like stand up or not stand up, but what is it? It's like the troupe, like where
Oh,
you're on stage,
like improv, like sketch.
improv and things like that. Because I feel like you'd excel in a lot of that.
Yeah, I'm not doing like I'm not like a part of any of that. I really, really, really want to start doing stand up. I don't know why I haven't been. I'm kind of like currently in the process of just like trying
You
to
got a
like,
type five?
no,
No.
I have all this shit like written down on my phone, like just bits and like ideas that I think are funny that I haven't implemented that I really like it's time for me to like start like sincerely. And I've been talking to some friends about it, like how I need to actually like triple down and like just start doing the TikTok bullshit and like start doing stand up and like all this stuff. Cause honestly, in LA, if you're not doing that, some other actor is. And like, I don't, and you know what I mean? Like, you just kind of have to attack it from all angles and like try and build a following online and like try and do stand up and like try and, be auditioning and like you kind of want to come at it from every angle just to like get casting directors to notice you, but also like you want to make your own shit. Like I kind of want to write like my own short film and things like that. Like just do kind of the comedy shit that, like Bill Hader wrote Barry and things like that. You know what I mean? Like you just want to start like writing and creating your own shit. You know what I mean? It's hard when you don't really know where to begin. You know what I mean? It's like with scootering, it was like, well, do we just grab a camera and go, or like, But yeah, you slowly figure it out, I guess. But yeah,
Dude,
It's dope.
I'm really rooting for you, man. Because I feel
thank
like
you.
you're the only one. I feel like in scootering, I don't know. You could tell me I'm wrong. That's like passionate about acting and the arts in that kind of
Yeah,
way. But
yeah.
yeah,
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I feel like a lot of us as scooter riders share the same perspective of on scootering, like as an art form. Like we approach it as an art form, and like I think we've always seen what we do with making these video parts as like we're creating something, like you know what I mean, and I just realized that the same sort of high and like thing I get from making those videos and like creating something that I then release, like I get that from acting and like you know what I mean. Like there's these moments of spontaneity that happen when you're out filming with your friends that
yeah.
you can't recreate ever again, and it's like these funny things that happen on camera, and then like that happens like when you're making a movie or like a TV show or like you know what I mean, and that's just like or like even when you're doing theater and no one films it, like it's something that happens once and can never happen again, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
There's like something sick about that. I don't know, I'm getting on my soapbox, dog.
No, this is the time. This is the time to do that. Don't be weird about
uh
it.
yeah, man, I love that shit.
No, that's sick, dude.
But I think
I think you're good.
there's a lot of I feel like there's a lot of scooter riders who are so deep into like music and fashion and all that stuff, you know what I mean? And I don't know. I guess I might be the first one to be like, I'm gonna go to LA and be a fucking actor, but everyone's probably got their like their like, side thing that they do, like
Yeah.
whether it's music or you know what I mean? Like we're all very creative people.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Dude, it's a good community to be a part of. I think like the last time I saw you pop off was your golf skit.
Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah.
well, that's like the first time I feel like I saw it on another account, like not you or like James or whatever, get it
Yeah.
reposted by like a golf account.
Yeah,
And
it's
I was
funny
like,
too.
yo,
It was me, James, and Evan that did that too. Like that was the funny. I mean, when I'm with them, magic just happens for some reason.
yeah,
You know? Everything we touch is gold. But
no,
but yeah, that was crazy, dude. We were just dinking around and like it just. I was like drunk and like I
yeah.
took a bunch of mushrooms the night before and like was
No way. Wait,
yeah,
Austin,
and I was like,
have you seen this like small like skit on Instagram or TikTok or whatever of
Dude,
of
I'm
Blake?
sure I have
I'll
because
send
I
it to
do
you.
honestly watch your skits. I
No,
do love
hell
when they
I'll
yeah,
send
pull
it to
up,
you.
but
hell yeah,
I just feel like it's been a minute since I've
Yeah,
seen one.
I'll
yeah,
send it to you. But no, my favorite Blake skit. God, I think it's the Get on Drugs skit.
oh yeah, with the little
That
kid,
kid.
yeah.
Did you write
Yeah.
that?
No, some guy the guy I shot it with wrote it, and he was like, I think we should get like a little kid to we should hire like a young actor to do this, and her mom was cool with it and shit like that, and it worked out. And I didn't even realize it was gonna be that funny, honestly. Like
Oh, I think that's like
all my
perfectly.
friends like love that shit, like they repost it all the time, and I'm like, dude, I can't believe that like popped off as much, like people liked it that much, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I really need to like start like actually getting serious in terms of like producing, like creating more and more of that shit, you know what I mean? But like I'm just kind of like whenever I've come up with something funny, I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna make this. But like it's hard to like turn that into like, a scheduled out like, you know what I mean? Like something where you're really trying to like, I don't know, like force magic to happen when it's not there, you know what I mean?
No,
Yeah.
I get it. I totally get it. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
like it kind of has to happen organically. So like when you think about like writers' rooms, like SNL or like anything like that. Like the fact that people are like actively trying to make comedy happen, like it's not easy. It's a very
churning it out, yeah, in such a
yeah,
small
yeah,
window.
yeah.
Dude, that's definitely, but you got the look.
Oh,
I'll have
thank
to
you.
say. Yeah, you got the look. I mean, you're
Thank you.
taller than me. I mean, yeah, I
Yeah.
think you got it, man. I really do hope things work out because I mean,
Thank you, man. Yeah. I'm grinding it out for sure. We'll see how it goes, but I've gotten a little bit of momentum. So
no, but we
and
are
it's
due for a bri-flip here soon, so I need to.
yeah, dude, I'm gonna go to the skate park. My neck doesn't hurt anymore. So I'm gonna go back to the park. And have you been riding a lot?
Me? I have not. Actually, Austin and I have been like bouldering lately. We've been
Isn't
climbing.
it aren't adult hobbies weird when it's like
Dude,
like
shut up.
we get into all these weird adult hobbies that like with scootering it was like I need to be the best, and now it's like, well, this is fun,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
learning how to play the guitar, and I'm like, I'm never gonna be very good at this, but I'm gonna do, I'm not saying you're not good at bouldering. I have no idea
No, dude,
what.
I don't
He
have like the
sucks.
chopper motorcycle look. So like,
Oh yeah,
that that's
that's
the
what's holding you
natural
back is
transition.
the fashion. Yeah,
Yeah, this is the natural transition for a lot of the scooter homies, but like I just
yeah,
really I couldn't do it.
yeah,
And I don't think I was that great at taking photos. I don't
yeah,
make music.
yeah.
So you eventually like, slap around. So
So
I'm
have you been,
cooking and climbing.
dude? I be cooking too, dog. Nice.
Nice.
You free solo with a mattress at the bottom, or what's good?
No, not yet. That's scary.
I see always. I
Fuck
guess I
that.
just watched a bunch of who's that Alex Hommel or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Watched a bunch of like different documentaries that he was in, not just the free solo one, but a bunch of other ones too. And he's like fought, like bouldering these little like complex rocks with like a mattress at the bottom. I'm like, dude, that's fucking punk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, if you read his book, I haven't read it. But it says like he's actually not scared of falling, he's scared of letting his friends down. So he's up there and just like, oh man, I hope my friends aren't getting tired. That would really suck.
That's hilarious, dude.
I don't think he's actually said that, but he's not afraid of heights. He's
I'm definitely stealing that. I'm gonna
Obviously
send it
not.
to somebody
Yeah.
though. That's fire.
Oh my gosh, dude. Um, I don't know. Austin, do you have any other questions for God reincarnated into some sort of
Dude,
Bob Dylan impersonator?
Shut up, man.
I have a few.
Okay.
Um, kind of like going back towards like why you were choosing the bri-flip as kind of like your staple.
Yeah,
Earlier I was just watching some of your edits to kind of just refresh myself. It'd been a while since one had dropped. But like I was going back to the deep lucky edits, and it was like
yeah.
14, 15 years ago. You had a few good inwards in those edits.
Oh, yeah,
And I
yeah,
was
yeah.
like, yeah, just kind of curious whatever happened to the inward. You were like, the
Dude,
brides just stayed.
the inward requires so many calories to like whip around.
Yeah.
Like I love them, but I went through a period of time where like I had a mental block with inwards that I would like my body would get thrown forward and I'd eat shit.
Oh, dude.
And I remember I used to like I would like inward over handrails and stuff like that. And then like that mental block fucked me up and I started eating hella shit and I like abandoned them because like regular bri flips were just like a
Yeah.
cakewalk. I was just like,
Oh,
you know. And but yeah, I did have some mean inwards. My deck would always go a
we're
little
good.
sideways though. Like, and everyone, dude, kids just started getting so good. And like, the worst thing you can do is like watch other riders and like, then like tell yourself you can't do that kind of thing anymore because other riders are doing it like so well or something. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I used to be like, all right, everyone's 50-50ing way too well now. I'm done 50-50. It's like,
Yeah.
fuck that, man.
Yeah.
Just ride the way that you want to fucking ride. But like
Yeah.
when I was like younger and insecure about being good and like I wanted everyone else to think I was good. Like it was like so competitive for me to like see other people do things better than me. I just like
Right.
I like,
Just yeah.
upset. I get angry.
Yeah.
That's why when Zach Martin would fucking whip back up a rail, I'd be like, well, I'm gonna do a bigger one, dude.
It's like the
Yeah.
fourth
Yeah.
Zach Martin mention, dude.
I know, dude. Because I remember I was like, where did this kid come from?
Go
Yeah.
from, dude.
Dude,
I've
he
never heard
did
of
come out of
San
nowhere,
Diego.
bro. He was doing
Yeah,
like
I
tutorials in
think
his driveway.
Andrew Broussard grew him in a lab.
That's what
Yeah,
he has,
for
dude.
real.
You grew him in a lab. He's like, I need someone to
It's like,
weld.
I'm
Trevor
gonna
needs a break.
create the greatest street rider ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh
God,
my
we need to
God.
get Zach on, man. He was living
Dude.
so close for a
Is he
while.
is
We
he
seshed
still
with him.
is he still riding or
He would come out to the sesh when we were out there and, do
yeah,
some tricks, but
yeah.
nothing too crazy.
Yeah.
He just wants to chill.
There were a lot of these riders that were just like a flash in the pan. Like Tyler Bradley. Tyler Bradley became like
Oh,
Dude,
I
the
watched
biggest
him
flash
get
in the
wow.
pan.
I watched him get so good so fast and then he was just done. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I gotta go to
Like
college.
he reached the forefront of like progression and then was like, I'm gonna go get a job.
Someone else is up. Yeah. Dude, he was really like 5-0ing, I think a kinked rail, like no
Yeah.
pegs.
He was doing crazy shit. It was like
What?
he like
Four or
reached his
five.
ceiling and then he was done. Yeah. Well, now I went to the vault recently and dropped off my old scooter and I was like, just fix this and make it modern and I will come back and pick it up and I'll pay any price. And so they like built me a new complete and
Yeah.
now all the decks are 6 wide.
Yeah.
I've been gone for like a little bit. Now they're all 6 wide. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Blake,
bribe wide.
we couldn't build it back because we don't use this compression anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
I come in with a Razor Pro model. They're like, sorry, sir, you're gonna have to start from ground zero.
You should do that. Like have someone that they wouldn't recognize pop in there with like a foldy or something. Just be
Yeah.
like, dude.
You know how the vault is doing those fucking like things where they interview people and they explain their scooter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want
Yeah.
to do a bit of that where I'm just like, I have a fucking razor. I just have a fucking razor, and I'm like, yeah, it's a fucking razor, and then it ends.
It's got like an empty rack on the handlebars or some
Yeah, yeah,
shit.
yeah. I'm like drinking a beer and
Dude, go for it, man. I
Yeah.
feel like that would do numbers.
yeah, I know. Honestly, the vault, like Alex Blom, you guys know who that is, obviously,
Yeah.
right?
Dude,
Yeah.
that's a homie of the channel.
He's doing, yeah, he's doing like all their videos and stuff, and like he's down to do skits. I feel like that'd be a good, I
Yeah.
don't know, something to do, like within
Bro,
Scooter, that'd be
they'll
fun.
tag you. How many followers they got?
I
Bro.
don't know, probably like
You got a good
500,000
bit.
or some shit.
Sure.
Dude, yeah, you can get some fucking numbers going.
Do you guys
Might
know
as
like
well.
how is scootering as an industry doing right now? Do you guys have any?
I mean, there's like a few companies that have money and
Really?
like a couple of them, like I would say Ethic and Aztec actually have bread and do well with their money towards their riders and the industry.
Hmm.
A lot of the other companies that have money don't do shit with
I've
it
been trying
except
to
like
been
buy
trying
a
to
crib. So
yeah.
fuck
I've been trying to
them.
figure out if like the sport's dying or not, but
It's
I don't even
it's
know. Well, not like the sport, but
yeah.
like on the industry end of things, like how companies are doing, because it definitely feels like it's like even the vault was booming a few years ago, and it's
Yeah.
definitely
Dude,
probably not where it
COVID
was with that.
COVID's
Yeah,
brought everything up and then everything down. And
yeah,
so like I think as that's what I was gonna differentiate is as riders, it's crazy. It's still
yeah.
going up. There's still super
Yeah.
cool events, super cool community, but the industry and the companies, the owners, a lot like I ride for Proto and Andrew, like he just recently bought, I think, an air vac business or something like that to where
Oh yeah,
he couldn't make enough money like selling his scooters and doing all that shit. So he's now using
yeah,
his shop to do other stuff and try and bring money into scootering.
yeah.
And
That's
so,
smart. I mean,
yeah,
Andrew through like all the fucking highs and lows has still been, you know what I mean? Like
yeah,
Mhm.
you gotta really commend him. Like the fact that he's been here from the beginning and is like still invested and still like running proto and like all that shit. And like he's the reason Scooter Resource, I mean, he's the godfather for real, honestly. Like someone, people need to give him his flowers more because like the fact that he fucking did everything he did is the reason scootering is where it's at for sure. Him and Matt
Yeah.
McKean.
Totally. And it's fucked because there's like a few things where people will like bring up and be like, da 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 da, but
Yeah.
overall, totally, man. Like
Well, I don't know
without
all the,
him,
I don't know everything. I don't know all the drama about like what goes on the inside, but like, I just,
he's the captain of his own ship, man, and he didn't want to
yeah,
make a bigger deck for a while, and so people got, kind of irritated at that, and then he kind of
yeah,
said, we need to start posting. I don't even know exactly how much or how often, but like he told the team, you got to
yeah,
post some Insta clips, and
yeah,
that and the deck being still a 5-5 when the industry standard was a 6. They just
yeah. Like and
kind of over it,
gotta
and
keep up with the rate of progression with the size of, yeah, I get that. But like, I don't know, social media is such a hard thing to like maneuver. Like, I mean, like the thing is like we're supposed to just be like scooter riders. So like
yeah,
that makes us like social media marketers, but at the same time, like that is like the tool that everyone's using. It's very complicated, you know what I mean? And I feel the same way like as an actor. I'm like, how should I be marketing myself and do I even need to be marketing myself? Like you know
Hmm.
what I mean? But like it's yeah, it's social media is a weird fucking game.
Yeah.
yeah,
No, it is.
And I
And
remember it. I remember hating how like how I felt obligated to be posting like this is my scooter right now and like
mhm.
this is my current setup and like posting clips all the time. And if I didn't post a clip that week or in the last couple of days, I felt like I was not doing a good job as a scooter rider. And then like
totally.
you know what I mean? And then the scooter clips on Instagram got so gnarly, like video part gnarly that I was like, now I'm spending 3 hours trying to do an Instagram clip. Like
Dude,
this is
that's
mental
so
illness
real.
stuff.
That's
Yeah.
too
No,
real,
literally,
dude.
And like in the beginning, Instagram
literally.
clips were just supposed to be like, oh, this is a fun little, I'm at the park today, like
They were
Yeah.
like 10 or 15-second videos max in
yeah.
the beginning.
And then
It
I'm
was
like,
like,
why am I fucking like dry heaving for 2 hours for an Instagram clip,
yeah,
dude?
sweating, bro.
This
Dude,
isn't even a
yeah.
video part, dog.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
literally. That's
It's-
the hard part, man. I
yeah,
think if people would take that drive and that passion into a bigger project, we would have
yeah,
hopefully more of like a corporate backing or something.
yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah,
through Instagram, when all these guys are putting literally their hardest work and their most time onto their Instagram clips,
but it's no big deal though.
I just think,
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, honestly,
I
whatever
mean,
makes
that's
someone
what they
fucking happy.
say.
Whatever makes someone happy and have the most fun on their scooter is what matters. But like, I do
Totally.
think that like there's like now people like people's attention spans are so fast and like I will watch a crazy ass clip and then just keep scrolling and like it's just like the value is going down. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
But like it's I mean whatever keeps people riding keeps people happy and like having fun but like like I used to watch something innovative on YouTube or like on a DVD and be like that clip would be instilled in my mind forever and now I'm
Yeah.
just like keep scrolling.
Hmm.
I still
No,
kind of
it's true.
have that like connection to a good YouTube video though.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah, definitely.
I can't watch a 30-minute full length or like I'm not a
Yeah,
fan of watching long-term scooter
yeah,
videos, but a good 5-minute edit, like I'll
yeah,
still like that's really what keeps me motivated is seeing
yeah,
someone like doing the shit I'm trying to do and
yeah.
executing it well
With
and like doing a trick where you're like,
a sick
fuck.
ass song and like it
Yeah.
captures their personality and everything. Like
Yeah.
it's like an all encompassing like body of
Yeah.
work.
Yeah, it's not just a quick banger where you can't
Yeah.
Yeah,
forget it. Like you're gonna
yeah,
remember like the part of the song that's playing and
yeah,
like the spot and
yeah.
it creates a whole
I always loved like a good 2 minute video, like just like 2 minutes of great B-roll, amazing footage, a sick song. Like that was like my
yeah.
sweet spot for like a video part. You know what I mean?
I actually, funny enough, noticed that earlier when I was watching your videos. I was
They're
like,
all
oh,
pretty
nice.
short.
Like, yeah, I could bang all these
Yeah.
out real quick.
Like 5 minutes was so long. I
Yeah.
also was never able to get 5 minutes of footage. Like that's impossible for me. But
Yeah.
So
yeah.
how long would you film typically for? Like your trend kill edit, how long did you film that one for?
That one, I like, that was right when I moved to LA, like around 2016. I started doing that. And before I started filming that, I hadn't been scootering for like maybe 6 months or so. I like had stopped and then I moved to LA and started riding again. And and then throughout the process of making that, I stopped several times because I just would get distracted by like trying to act and stuff. But like I'd say probably a couple, like 2 years maybe, but like off and on, I stopped quite a bit. So
Mhm.
Right. So
yeah,
maybe like more so back in the lucky edits. Like how long
that was
would
when,
you
yeah,
film
that
for
was when it was
those?
very real for me. And we'd film maybe like 3 to 6 months, I guess. I don't know, sometimes a
Ooh.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't really remember. I mean, I was like fucking 18, so you
Yeah.
know,
No.
but yeah.
Um, Another thing too, honestly, is do you edit your skits or do you have someone who kind of helps you
No,
out there as
I
well?
just cut them up. Yeah, I edited them myself on Splice.
Word.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Splice
Yeah,
mentioned.
yeah, dog.
Fucking love
Yeah.
Splice.
Yeah, I just slap. Because I always like already have an idea of what I want to, and like half of like comedic timing is about chopping it up and editing it so that it hits
Totally.
comedically, you know.
Yeah.
So like if someone else did it, they didn't know what was going on in my head in terms of how I want it to, it just wouldn't work, you know.
Mhm.
Have you ever seen Kill Tony?
Oh yeah, dude. That's what I was gonna say, dude. Austin has the craziest comedy scene now, dude.
Yeah.
It's got me considering like writing a minute. I'm like, yeah, that shit could be fun.
Yeah,
Like,
like I
what's worse
mean,
than bombing on
just
stage?
just in general, like Austin's music and like like just the comedy, the music, the food, like you guys kind of fucking are like a cultural hub. It's kind of wild, you know. But yeah, I love Kill Tony. Kill
Yeah.
Tony's amazing.
That's something that like I watch that show every week, honestly,
Yeah,
and that's something I learned is like the timing, and like the
yeah,
pacing, just how you say it matters
yeah.
so much. You
Because
could
you can
Yeah.
watch someone bad or like not bad, but like a newer comic and like they could actually what they've written could actually be really good, but if they don't hit it comedically, it'll land flat because
totally
even if it's really
Yeah.
a good concept and well written, like it's all about,
execution as well.
yeah, the
Yeah,
hitting the beats, the comedic beats. Yeah, it's wild.
Mhm.
yeah. Ah, that's awesome, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah,
really want to come back out to Austin and go to see some stand up and hit Sixth Street, dude.
dude, pull up, man. I know
It's
Andy will
Sixth Street.
come.
You guys probably get so sick of people talking about Sixth Street who aren't from.
Dude, he keeps going there. I'm like,
I
I
don't
could have
go that
stopped.
often.
I get
I
a nice
go,
glass of wine.
I go when
Yeah,
homies are in town or like
yeah.
randomly if something like the boy
Yeah.
if multiple of my homies are going, I'll go. But
All right, you're going and you're going. Let's go.
yeah, yeah. Why not,
I had the time of my life. I went there for what Austin Jam was that? I don't remember, but
Was that
You were the
4?
one
It
with
was like
like
3 or
Tyler
4.
Wheeland, right?
yeah, we
Oh,
were
the most
That
me.
was like
epic
4 or 5,
fucking
yeah.
Dude, I think I drank more. Like there was the day of the jam. I didn't eat. All I ate was Bud Light that whole day, like,
yeah.
and Lone Stars. Like it was crazy.
Eric Deptula was
Oh yeah,
just
he's belligerent.
down for
Dude,
it. Yeah, I don't
there's
think
a
I've ever
video in
seen.
the back of a truck with I think
Oh,
like
Uh,
him and like Mike.
I remember
That shit
that.
is
Yeah,
so fucking funny,
he
man.
was
Like,
blacked out. Yeah, dude, that was just a drinking trip. Like now,
yeah.
that's another
yeah.
thing. I kind of
Oh
wish, like
yeah.
in hindsight, I'd like done more scootering on these trips. But I'm so
But I
excited
mean,
to
you
see my
had such a
homies
good
out.
Yeah.
time.
Like,
That's how I am at street jams now too, man. Like
yeah,
I'll try and film 1 or 2 days, but the day of the
yeah,
jam, I'm not gonna ride. Like I'm
yeah,
straight chilling with
That's
everyone
a
I
young man's
see.
game.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
What are we,
That's
12? I'm not gonna scooter.
yeah.
I haven't scootered since eighth
Yeah,
grade.
yeah.
No, but like I get too excited to see all the homies from like up
Yeah,
to the
dude.
country, and I'm like,
Totally.
fuck.
Yeah. Dude, it's such a social thing because you crack a beer with someone and you're just locked in for a minute, you know?
Yeah. And you're like, wow, we're friends now through scootering
Yeah.
and beer.
Yeah.
See you in a year, bro.
Yeah.
On to the next dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, that's oh man. What was that? Alex Stedman, Tyler
Deptula,
Whelan,
Keelan, Kirk.
Deptula. Matt wasn't there.
I think
Hakeem
Grant
wasn't
was
there.
there too. Even
Grant. He
Grant
jumped
was
up. He
actually
jumped up the
under the kiddie
fucking
pool.
roof.
Grant was the
Into a kiddie
star
pool.
of the show. Grant was Matt McKean that weekend.
Yeah, I
He
think he actually rode too,
ollied off
right?
the roof into the pool. And Kirk was there too.
Oh, Kirk, yeah, dude, yeah, that was the biggest fucking boys trip
It
ever.
was, dude. It was dangerous, man. I went home like shaking from all the
Shaking.
like I gotta go dry out, dog.
Yeah. Hit the
Oh
sauna.
my gosh, I don't know if that was before or after Chicago.
I
It
can't
might have been
remember.
after.
Did you go to Chicago that year?
I feel like I did.
Yeah.
Or the next
That
one. I'm trying to
year,
remember.
that year was like my last ditch effort to get lucky to like they like flew me to those contests and like
Yeah.
they're like, yeah, just get some footage while you're there, and I just drank at all of them. Didn't get any.
So, how's that video coming?
Oh, it's coming. Just wait on it. And like they were like, why did we fly? Why did we? You're like, you're not scootering at all. I'm like, dude, you got to see the homies. It's
Dude.
Yeah. I'm representing the
Some-
brand in one way or another.
yeah. I'm giving you guys some street cred, dude. Chill.
Yeah.
Yo. Sometimes
Everybody's gonna be on
scootering
the
doesn't
lucky.
involve scootering, dude.
That's
Right?
on God, player.
Dude.
That's on God.
Dude, that's so good.
Good times.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you have any?
We got Phil's top 4.
Oh, we got Phil's. Let's go.
We took the 5th one out. But yeah, we'll run through those and then
What is this?
shout out Phil, great homie, great fucking guy, OG in the game. He gave us 4 questions that we should ask everybody that comes on. So started off with 10, downsized it to 4.
Mhm.
Number 1, worst trend in scootering.
Oh shit.
There's
Worst
some
trend.
heavy hitters. Watch out.
Worst trend in scootering. Dude, that's a really hard question. Probably no half cab.
Yeah. Fuck that page. Fuck that page.
Oh, is this who is that? Is that one of you guys, dude?
No,
I wish.
That was like the
good
guy
rage
from
bait.
Europe.
That was
Yeah.
good rage bait. Okay, fuck it. Number 2, suggestion to further the sport.
Stop trying to be skateboarders.
Valid. Trend kill, you're not Thrasher. Number 3, favorite video.
Matt McKean TPC revised.
Fire. You're like the first person that said 1 and has just stood on it. Everybody's like, yeah, fucking, I got 5.
Can I
Bro,
mention,
have you seen that video? It's so fucking good.
can I mention one more though?
Yeah, no, totally. I was just hyped you had a quick one that you were like were solidified in, you know.
Okay, honorable mention to Cody Donovan DSC footage.
Oh, fuck.
That's all I got.
What was the song again?
I don't know how to fucking do it.
Oh, that was so
I need
good.
to
He's
go
still
back
writing.
and watch both of those, honestly.
Oh yeah, he is.
Yeah, Cody's still writing.
Cody's
Really?
Yeah.
Cody and Matt McKean should arm wrestle, and that should just be this next street jam.
Yeah.
Street
Yeah,
jam, Cody and McKean arm wrestling.
There used to be an arms race between Australia and the US, but Australia was like the US at the time because everyone that they had out there were like really fucking good.
Yeah.
They were
And then
completely
Europe
different though.
Europe showed up, and Europe was just doing crazy shit. Like,
Yeah.
like Europe's street shit was just off in another direction that we were like, oh my God, what do we even do with this? You know
Do you
what I
remember
mean?
this guy named
Zeeches and
Babito?
Yeah. What?
This guy named Babito, or like I forget his name, but he was like the first like.
Oh
like,
yeah, I remember. I think I remember that. I recognize it.
Because he was just like a weird name, but his style was just so raw.
Yeah. But I just remember like so many like Smith nose, people, something like, you know what I mean? They'd just be like so jibby, and I'd be like, this is crazy, man. There's just no morality going on here.
No, I
Yeah,
was right. It's
they
Babito
think
Pro
outside
Scooter
the
Video
box.
3,
Yeah.
17 years ago, 238K.
Shit.
But he was doing street shit. Yeah.
Street shit.
See, number 4, favorite moment in scootering.
Oh fuck. Okay. We were at one of the San Diego contests, and I remember we were doing best trick and the sun was going down, so we were running out of time, and I was just hammered drunk drinking beers, and I was standing with Tyler Wheeland and Josh Young, and Zig Short and Ryan Williams were trying their best trick at the same time
Excuse me?
What a
because
combo, yeah.
because the sun was going down, they were running out of time. And Josh Young was like, damn, dude, we got fucking the park homie over here trying to do a double flare. We got the street homie trying to do a bunny hop. And like Big Short was trying to do the biggest bunny hop like I've ever seen in my life, like into the bowl from across the park. It was just a bunny hop. And then at the same time, Ryan Williams is trying to double flare, and no one's ever done a double flare before.
Bro.
And Josh Young just has a fucking Marlboro hanging out of his mouth,
Yeah.
just like capitalizing on the
Bro,
moment.
Bro.
he's continuously proved as a legend in the game, bro.
That was
Dude.
Shout out
probably my
Josh
favorite.
Young.
That's probably my favorite moment.
Yeah.
Dude. That whole story is so fucking goated.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
The street homie's doing a
Combo.
bunny hop. The park homie's doing like the craziest double flare ever.
It's a crazy like
Duo
cross.
too.
It just seems like they're both scootering, but like
Yeah.
why like I would never
Very
expect.
loosely,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
one of them's basically doing gymnastics, the other one's basically doing like some sort of
Like,
other thing.
like jumping off a cliff.
Yeah, just basically just like
Yeah, yeah.
running around on his feet. Yeah.
I was
But,
gonna
like,
say there's like gotta be a mega ramp and a school bus there, bro. Like some shit.
yeah, this was when Ryan Williams would still show up to events, dude.
Yeah. On a scooter.
Yeah.
I actually ran into Zig Short in New York randomly, non-scooter related like time. I was with my like parents, and I think he was on his way to a job interview. And he had like a button-up shirt.
Wearing a
And I think,
suit.
yeah, I think it was either he was pushing on like a regular scooter or he had like an electric scooter. This was
Yeah.
like 2016,
Yeah.
and like he hasn't scootered or done anything like that. He's been doing like kung fu and stuff.
Yeah. I
And he has a
saw that.
kid and whatever. But it was just like I'm with my parents. I don't have my scooter, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
holy shit, Zig Short. And he's like, yeah, what's
Damn.
up?
Do
And it's
you
just like,
remember you?
what I don't know, like I know him loosely because of Inward, and he was while I was on Inward, he was really good friends with Matt Ogle. So
Yeah.
like I feel like I only met him a couple of times.
Oh
through
yeah.
that. But
Yeah.
like
I used to try and get them to rap battle.
No,
I
yeah.
wanted
Yeah.
Zig and Matt to rap battle so bad.
Did you
Dude,
know?
Zig became like the biggest scooter rider ever at one point. Like I remember like that like what company was that he was like elites and everything, like all these kids wanted, like we'd go to scooter contests and kids would be freaking out about Zig Short and shit. Like he just had this crazy big like image, like it was wild.
The gloves were crazy.
Yeah, I didn't know he had a kid though. That's wild.
Um, yeah, definitely fact check me on that, but I'm pretty sure at the time like that's why.
Nah, dude, we're just gonna spread the
we're just
rumor.
gonna roll
Yeah.
with it. No, but also one more Zig Short, like random fucking Zig Short like thing. I used to work at a radio station at my college.
Oh, I
And
remember that actually.
and I would always get like music sent to me.
Yeah.
And I got a CD, and it was literally like Zig Short and like some sort of other guy like DJ Ninja or something like that. It was like a
Yeah.
mixtape.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? Like, what is this?
Just bars for
Still have
days,
it?
dude.
No, dude, I wish I did. I used to get so many fucking CDs, but I remember I saw that and it was
Would've
just
kept
so
that one.
I was just like, dude,
Did you ever
he's doing
play it?
No, he's doing everything but scootering. I remember it was pretty garbage, but like I
You could
never
have
put it
launched.
on.
You could have launched his fucking rap career,
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah, you kind of a
Yeah,
dick
dude,
for
in
that,
like
bro.
in West Texas radio station, uh, for sure. It could have happened,
It
but
It would have
starts
it was
been.
in the
small.
palm of my
Hey, it's about
hand.
organic
Start
growth from
small.
the
Yeah.
bottom.
Did you ever
But
listen to it?
dude, I'm pretty sure I did. I'm pretty sure it was ass because
It was
you
no
didn't.
alpaca swag, dog. I'll tell you
No.
that.
He's gonna watch this. He's gonna be like, "What did you say about my mixtape?"
Yeah.
No, bro, come on.
I'll
Let's
tell
be
you where he
real.
lives, Zig.
He still has his SoundCloud.
Oh shit. Corbin,
Oh, he has a
throw
bunch of
some Zig Short up in here real quick. Hold
dude. He
up.
has
Yeah,
some
can I hear a
understand.
bar?
Throw
He
some
has
Zig
some.
Short. It'll be in post,
Let me
unfortunately.
hear some. We'll hit it in post.
Yeah. But
I'll
throw
send it to
it.
you.
Jamie, can you pull that up for us real quick?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. What is like
Corbin,
the best Zig Short? Okay, Understand,
I'm
Volume
gonna stand. You
2.
gotta play that one,
Fuck
bro.
yeah, by Zig
Oh my
Short.
god, I forgot about all this fools.
Bump understand right now.
Understand.
Wait, how can I like
Understand.
play music to this? Oh shit. Here
I
we
don't know
go.
if you
Wait, will
can,
Zig
but look.
Short sue you?
Dude, he
It's
stole
on.
the elite scooter bag from my homie. So if he wants to try and do some shit, we'll throw it
Oh,
back at him.
he? Damn. You guys want to hear
My homie
fun?
doesn't care, but it's just funny.
Andy, do you remember Green Machines?
Yeah.
The
I
wheel?
stole a couple of Green Machines from Mike Montgomery at Skate Barn once when I was like 13 or 14, dude.
Oh, Mike is like the coolest guy.
I know, but we weren't really fucking with each other during this time period, man. This was pre Lucky Scooters.
Dude, Mike is so nice. But
I
yeah,
know
were they good though?
I owe him some Green Machines, dude. But my
Well,
mom
I
didn't
mean,
buy them for me, so
get it, get it, get him out, get all the truths out now, dude.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Mike.
No,
Dude,
he like
as-
he didn't actually steal a backpack. It was like the design. Like the homie actually
Oh,
had
the
like a
concept.
scooter made backpack, and then
The
like the Elites
concept.
one came
Yeah.
out. He was like taking pictures of it and shit.
Yeah, Zig really fell in with the right guy who was willing to throw a lot of money at whatever ideas he had, huh?
what,
Andy,
Andy?
yeah, you fucking
Yeah.
back in the day, Andy was down. When I was
For
on
anything.
AO, Andy was such a little fuck, honestly. I don't even care. Like he didn't want
Yeah.
to do shit but have some big titty bimbos around him.
Oh wait, did
Oh,
you go
I've
to
had some times with
AO
it.
video or party? You want one?
I've been to
What?
his crib, yeah.
You've been to no, Blake, have you been to an AO party? Like one of Andy's parties?
I've partied with Andy till like the dawn before in that. I don't know what house it was, but the
Yeah,
sun
his
was coming
mansion.
up. It was like his mansion with the pool in the backyard. He had some like younger lady with him, and we were talking about the rollerblading days and shit. It was like we were just sitting around a table, and Dylan Morrison was there too. And I was like, "So how many backflips did you do over the mega ramp, Dylan?"
Yeah.
It's weird sitting with a dude who's like so athletically gifted, like who can like triple backflip the mega ramp or some shit, and you're just like sitting with him and he's just still, and it's like you can do all this, and you're just like, have you seen me bri-flip though? You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
I'm scheming the bride aboard. If you didn't know.
I know you triple backflip the mega, but I am about to do a bri-flip board
Yeah.
slide on maybe a 5 or 6 player rail, so keep staying tuned for that one.
He'll jump over you on
Stay
the mega ramp
online.
while you bright flip.
Yeah, I'll bri-flip flat and he'll just
Yeah.
jump over me.
60
With
feet above you.
pyrotechnics.
Yeah.
The
Oh
skit
my
we all
gosh.
need.
Wait,
Yeah.
I put that link in the chat. I
Have
don't know
you
how to play it.
I don't think you
seen
could.
fucking there's some skit with Dylan Morrison and what's his name training for like fuck who is it? Fucking the other Australian homie who's like the best ever. Long ass hair. God damn it.
It's not Ryan Williams.
Luke Berlin?
Long ass like tech fuck, what's his name? Why am I not remembering his name? Anyways, they have a skit together and he's like training for like the street thing,
Yeah.
the street contest, and they're like on the beach like doing fucking crunches and
Oh,
shit.
Juzzy Carter.
Juzzy,
Yeah.
him and
Yeah,
Juzzy,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh
I remember that
shit.
That
now.
was the
Yeah.
funniest skit
Yeah.
ever. And it's like
Yeah.
Dylan Morrison's his hype man. I love that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude,
That's like
that
so
was
impressive.
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, he was arrested in Austin.
Who
Jesse.
was? Josie was?
Yeah, he hit a rail, and then like I think what did they deport him or like they?
They took him to jail, and like at that point, I had a
He's
train to
spinning
catch
back to
home.
Australia.
But yeah,
Um,
he stayed in the
yeah,
country after
he
that.
lives in LA. I see him every once in a while. I've
Dude,
actually
my friends
ran
see
into
him all
him.
the time too.
I've ran into him at like the bar randomly while I'm out and about. Like not didn't like him and like it was like what the fuck, Juzzy Carter? Like what are like I didn't even know he was in LA at the time. So
Yeah.
imagine how shocked I was. Like this Australian goat is just running around LA.
Yeah. Does he know you?
Yeah, yeah, we've met a few times. Yeah, dude, he knows who I am.
Would he lend you $100 kind of know you?
Yeah, Judgy, what do you think I'm worth, bro? Judgy's
Dude,
probably doing pretty well for himself, huh? Is he on
no.
MGP still?
Yeah.
I think dude, he's the guy, dude. I'm sure.
I need to like send some cold emails to some companies like Fusion or something. Be
Yeah.
like, you looking for riders?
Yeah.
Dude, do you need
should.
someone cool? I think all
You
your
need
writers are uncool right now.
I have this aesthetic I'm really trying to
I
bring to
got
your
this
brand
idea.
right now.
I can barely double with flat, but I will dress really well while I do it.
Dude, you need to pitch a sketch of you pitching a sketch or something. I just feel
Yeah.
like you're just
Yeah,
such a good
yeah,
pitchman.
yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to like there was a time with what's the name of that fucking Matt McKean's fucking not Thrasher fucking
Sympathy,
no
Tranquil.
Trendkill. I was gonna try and be like a fucking glorified weatherman who talks about scootering.
God
You
damn it,
should.
dude.
Part of a
Someone was doing that. Fucking I
Matt.
forget his name.
well, originally I was gonna do that with them, and then I sent them a concept, and they didn't really bite on the concept.
I love how he's brutally honest with you too.
But
Like,
I thought it was hilarious. They were like, I think it needs to go more in this direction. I was like, dude, this is tight though, what I just did. So I don't know. We went our separate ways after that.
dude, I want to be in the universe where you're the face of Tranquil.
Yeah, dude, that'd be tight.
You should do
Dude,
like a 9 Club type thing for sure.
oh my
Yeah,
gosh. I
yeah.
need that,
Like,
dude.
well, you guys are doing it right now. You're interviewing scooter riders or
This is
pod,
like
like
long
pod.
term though.
Yeah,
You know? I would
I'm doing
love
yeah,
like a
more
Ron
of like
Burgundy kind of desk mustache
yeah,
combo.
yeah.
yeah.
I need
Because
that.
these are just raw, honestly. We
Yeah.
never have
Well,
anything but those four questions
that's
to
what I
ask.
like about podcasts though, is it's like just because if you kind of learn a lot about someone when you just sit with them for long enough and like it's not like a scheduled out like you know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
just like free form. That's like the best in my opinion.
Dude, yeah, we're
totally.
doing like kind of like freestyle, you know?
Yeah, you kind of
Letting
just see where it goes.
Scootering on the mic, basically.
Yeah, instead of like trying to like drive it a certain direction.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, I used to like try and talk a bunch more and bring up stuff, but at this point, I really do try and just let the guests do most of the talking and kind of like
Yeah.
prod at things they say instead of being like, "Oh, that's just like the time I did this," you know?
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah. No, you guys are
Flashback.
good.
yeah.
You kind of,
Family Guy flashback. I wish we could do that.
yeah, and you
Corbin,
guys are kind of
Corbin.
like you guys are casual about it, and you kind of just let it drive itself, which is good.
It's I think it's the best way.
Yeah,
Dude, I mean, dude, we got a yap, man.
Yeah,
Out here.
gotta
If people
We'll
aren't
do a
yapping,
case
people are
race next
scootering too
time.
much.
yeah. Freeform yapping, dude. That's a new sport, dog.
Yeah.
Totally.
We're actually testing some products right now.
Do you have any do we have any more field questions?
No, those are the only 4
Oh, okay.
that
Dang. Those are my favorite.
I mean, dude.
Yeah, man.
this-
TPC revised
Oh,
though. TPC revised. I think more people need to be talking about that. You know?
totally. I feel like I just resonate with the scooter resource thing where there was this one website where everything kind of was. And like
Yeah,
obviously with what we're doing, we can't have that same thing, but I
that's
want
what
to
I'm
be able to
Mm.
have episodes where people can listen to and still learn about the old days of scootering and like what people
yeah,
had to do to even ride a scooter. Like
yeah,
tools nowadays was just get something out of the box and it's sturdy and it
yeah.
lasts and like People
Yeah.
will never know nowadays that you had to fucking super glue a wheel or like bolt your
Yeah.
fucking bars or like do
Yeah.
whatever, you know.
But
It's
even more than that, I think like we had to kick down the door of like getting other people to understand that we're actually going to show up at the skate park on these things and like
Yeah.
hide them because when we used to show up, like they were like, "What the fuck?" And it was terrifying going to a skate park when you're
yeah.
13 and you're like wearing a helmet because your mom fucking made you and
Yeah.
Is
like
this at Sammamish? You
Yeah.
felt this way at
no,
Sammamish?
Sammamish wasn't even built yet. Like we had to go to the other skate parks, and there were only skateboarders. There weren't even they're like, you know what I mean? And like
Mm.
they're like, "What
Older
the fuck are you
dudes, cool
doing?"
dudes. Yeah.
Yeah, like you know,
Fuck
and
you.
like that, like having to like crawl. Like I think our generation had to like crawl so that you know then later on we could walk, and then now kids can run because it's a real sport, and like you can show up at the skate park and not get socked in the face or something by a
yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
I've definitely got
Totally.
punched in the face, like blindsided
Oh yeah, I
before.
got punched in the face by skateboarders for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Damn.
Well, it was not because I was scootering. I guess a skateboarder took another skateboarder's skateboard, and
Yeah.
then they were like running around the skate park, and then like I was just laughing, and then
Yeah.
they just gave it to me, and then I had it, and I turned around,
Like, oh!
and I just see a fist fly into my
Yeah.
face. I had nothing. It had nothing to do with scootering, so obviously
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
discrimination. But
Yeah.
It was a
it,
You're
setup,
gonna you're
bro.
gonna you're
It
gonna
was a
tweak the
setup.
story and make it sound like it was
Yeah.
about this because this is a hate crime, dog.
this is, dude.
Yeah.
But I did have my scooter in my other hand. So optically, from someone like
Yeah.
on a different angle,
Yeah.
being like, whoa.
If TMZ gets involved, this was a
yeah.
hate crime.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, but no, like I remember a skateboarder walked up to me one time when I was like 14 and I was on my razor and he just socked me in the face because
So,
'cause I was a scooter kid and he was like 17 and
yeah,
a 14-year-old dude, a 17-year-old skateboarder,
that's an
basically
adult.
the scariest thing on the
Yeah.
planet.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Man,
I have two.
it's fucked.
I have
Yeah.
two questions.
Yeah.
What is your favorite scooter mod? Is the first one, and the second one I'll follow up.
Like scooter mod.
Yeah, back in the day, like what is your all-time favorite scooter mod of like a bolted foldy, a fucking
Oh, I
glued shit?
remember we'd reinforce the forks, the razor
Oof.
with like whatever we could find, a piece of wood, a piece of metal.
You did
And
wood? You didn't do like the razor handlebar, take it
we
out.
did that too. I think we tried a bunch of different things, but we do that. And I sucked at building my scooter. So like James G would always do it for me or
To
just
this day.
to this day. Yeah. I have to like, hey, I got to fly home because I need my scooter fixed. But that was like, and like, that was crazy because like we were shoving shit down there just to make it stronger and it would still snap in half. And like back then, if your fork snapped, you're going to your face. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
without now it's like, I don't know, like nothing breaks really like the same way
That
that
and that's crazy that you say that because I was going to bring it up when we were talking about like the state of the industry. I just feel like scooter parts aren't breaking as much as they used to.
yeah,
So
you don't
then
have
like
to,
you're not selling as much.
yeah. Like I remember, yeah, that's true. Like things don't break, but also like back in the day when someone wanted to try something like huge or big, like half of the argument during the process of them deciding whether or not they should jump off this thing was like, well, is my scooter going to break? You know what I mean? Like I remember Evan Imada in his Opus Park jumped off this massive thing in Long Beach.
Yeah.
Like it was like this, it was this ender, this bunny hop over this handrail into this massive bank that some skateboarder I think had done.
Yeah.
And I was like, Evan, don't do this. Your scooter's gonna break. You're gonna fall and you're gonna fucking die. Like it was like 2 stories. Like it was massive.
Yeah.
And I mean, a lot of people are doing that kind of shit now, but like he did it and his scooter didn't break, probably because he was landing into like an embankment. But like back then, it was like pretty much a guarantee that like your fork would break or your deck would snap or you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Something if you were like trying to like really push the envelope, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Once we all saw Tom K.
I was just
Yeah.
gonna say, yeah,
That Oh my god.
That was some huge drama with Lucky too, because it was like he was riding Lucky bars, dude.
Oh my god, bro. That was, I feel like collectively when we all saw that, like we're like,
Yeah.
because like
That was,
Tom
yeah.
just extends it.
Brutal, bro.
He
Yeah.
really took it to
And
the
what's
grave.
crazy is that was like just the very beginning of his sending it career. Like that was when he was starting to get really
Yeah.
good and gnarly. And
Yeah.
then he like kept getting gnarlier and gnarlier. Like and then he just like started doing the buckish like the whole tilt team, those guys just like Lucky, like what we wanted to do with Lucky was what they ultimately did. And like they just became the gnarliest dudes, like doing the
Yeah.
most innovative shit, you know?
Tilt 1 and 2 are forever gonna be my favorite full lengths, man.
Yeah.
Especially Tom's section in the second one. Like
Yeah.
that was so fucked up.
Yeah. And Isaac, dude, Isaac Miller is gonna go down as like one of the like just
The goats, dude.
the
Yeah.
goats, dude. Like he's been on top for so long now. Like the fact that I'm
Over
still
10
like
years.
after 10 years, I'm still seeing him like innovating like at street jams, like with all these younger guys. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
He doesn't
Dude,
drink
and
anymore, Blake.
he works
Yeah,
for
that
it
definitely
too.
probably helps, right?
Yeah. Nah, he'll eat shit and get back up and do it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. I
street
mean,
jam
if
video.
I if I fall at all now, I'm like, I should go home. This is not safe.
Blake, what do you have to say? Do you have any thoughts on the equilibrium bracelets?
Oh yeah, dude. Wait, why do you ask that?
Because Lucky was like one of the big pushers of the
Yeah.
equilibrium bracelets.
I remember Brian Jaidy gave us like a whole monologue. He was like, look, these guys want to get involved, and this is a great chance to really make some money. And so we went out that day and like filmed a video, and we filmed like the worst video ever. But like we really thought that those bad boys were giving us better balance. So
Right?
You could feel it.
yeah, I actually at one of the skate barn contests, I for best trick I grinded like this quad kink that they had there, and I had the equilibrium on, and I was like, was this because I had the equilibrium
Yeah.
on?
Yeah.
The biggest
A
fucking
placebo.
scam, dude.
Yeah,
Dude,
And
the
like I
placebo's real,
remember,
Andy. It
yeah,
could
I
have
remember
worked.
y'all were like pushing it, and I was like, dude, I don't get it. Why does this
yeah.
cost like
Well, we
And
were fucking like set. We were like
$50?
17. We were confused. These adults were telling us they helped. You know?
Oh, dude, that was so funny, bro. That's
Yeah,
so
those were ridiculous. But still to this day, I don't leave the house without my
funny.
equilibrium.
With my
yeah.
equilibrium bracelet. Oh, bro, I thought that was the funniest thing. This is like one of the deep cuts that I really
Yeah.
wanted to.
I was like one of those weird companies that like tried to get involved in scootering like early on before we were even like fully like anything, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think another weird like scootering thing I saw around that time was like uh Dakota Shits was on Ellen DeGeneres.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I think that was like,
Yeah.
God damn it, dude, what the fuck?
Basically, like Dakota got on like Lucky at the time had the biggest like social media following of all the companies, I guess. And so Lucky or Dakota's perspective was, all right, if I have all this talent and Lucky has the biggest following, this is my best chance to market it.
Mm.
And so that's kind of why he did that. He joined Lucky, and then somehow they collectively were able to get on Ellen because of it. And like, you know, that was, I remember sitting there watching that being like, Jesus Christ, this is crazy. Like,
Yeah, we're just a
these thing
clown
was,
show, dude.
Yeah.
did what?
I just felt like we were just a clown show at that
Yeah,
point.
yeah, right. I mean, and that's also the thing with like there's all these debates about like scootering in the X Games and like all this stuff, and it's like why did I don't know, like my perspective is like we should just fucking keep scootering. Like just keep
Who
going. Like
Yeah,
cares?
who cares, man?
Who
Like we don't
cares?
need some stamp of approval from someone else to do the thing that we love to do. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like that's what I've realized. Like I think through the process of trying to of doing this acting thing, like I don't need to be like on like in a like I don't need to be a movie star, like be booking these huge things or doing these things and being recognized by all these people to like do this thing. If I love it, like I can be doing it in a small theater. You can go to the skate park every day and scooter. You don't need to be like having the X Games acknowledge it or the Olympics acknowledge it or all these big, you know what I mean? It's just
Yeah.
irrelevant. Like, and I think we get caught up in that and like I don't know. I think skateboarding used to be the coolest, most punk, like fascinating thing, like this beautiful art form. And it's just, I don't know, man. It's like seeing it in the X Games and like seeing, I don't know, it's just not the same. Like I live in Venice Beach and like all my friends out here and stuff are just like they're like Venice to the core and they're all about that OG like skateboard punk scene and like they hate that kind of shit. Like they're just about like going out and skating, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that's what scootering is. I mean, I don't, and I hate the whole comparison to skateboarding and all this, like trying to be like skateboarders, but like, I mean, they're similar sort of things, but like scootering is really like this cool punk thing that we're
Yeah.
trying to get these corporations and big things to like acknowledge, but it's like, why, you know?
I think the only reason that I could say that would be beneficial is to like actually get a salary
Yeah,
like a
exactly. Yeah.
professional athlete. But
Yeah.
I think the way that a lot of people go about it is just
Yeah.
corny
And I
and
get
for the
that. I
wrong
mean,
reasons. Like,
I think it'd be great if scooter riders could. I mean, I dropped out of college because I was like, I want to try and make a living as a scooter rider. And
Mhm.
I think whatever we can do to do that, but I think like we just need to continue to like love what we're doing and have fun doing it and like not concern
yeah,
ourselves too much with it, you know
totally.
what I mean? But
Keep it
like,
as the
yeah, I agree.
foundation.
It'd be nice to get some money into the sport so that people could make a real living and like
Yeah.
not have to like work a second job like I don't know if Isaac Miller has to work a job or like people like that who are
I
at the
think he's a
top.
trucker.
Yeah, I mean that's crazy that like we're scootering still so niche that like the top riders in the world are like still they have to have day jobs and skateboarding is like that too unless you're like top dog, you know.
Yeah.
You're gonna
Well, they
have
got like multiple clothing sponsors, drink
yeah,
sponsors, and
I
like
mean they
other
make a
like
lot of
flows
like
of income.
shoe
Yeah.
endorsements, yeah, but like you know it's I mean, it's just we're so niche that even the best in the world are fucking driving trucks.
Yeah.
You know,
Working
like
part time at least.
we're still a ways away, you know, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Dude,
No, I mean we just gotta do what John Reyes is doing because he owns a Tesla. So
Yeah. Well, I mean,
bro diddles
YouTube,
kids.
I mean that
Don't be like
like
John Reyes.
YouTube is like an avenue that like, you know, offers a lot of opportunity, unfortunately. Like, you know,
yeah,
I mean, like it's you can like build your own thing on YouTube. You know what I
yeah,
mean? And whether you choose to do it in an like, you know, kind of corny way or not is up to you. But like you can make a living on YouTube if you bust
Totally.
your ass. And that's like what I've come to the conclusion with of like if I think I'm really funny and I want to create stuff that I think is funny, then I could do that, you know?
mm.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah.
Got to
Sorry, I
put
got
in
on
the
my
legwork.
soapbox again, dog.
Dude,
Dude,
you're
nah,
good,
bro.
man.
We love a good
We're
soapbox.
getting
I think you did
real
Yeah.
a
over
great
here.
job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, there
But
was
yeah,
something else I wanted to ask and I forgot.
yeah, I'm tapped out with all my questions. I needed to know about Lucky and Advocate.
Cool, dog.
No, we
Cool.
got to know about the triangle though, just real quick. The triangle.
Dude, I don't know. We
Yo,
were like
yo, yo.
18. I think we just chose something, dude.
Low
No, it's
key.
fucking, isn't it like y'all's houses growing up were in the shape of a triangle?
I think we like made that up later on.
No fucking way. That was a lie.
Did we tell you
Fooled this
that?
guy.
That dude,
Fooled him.
no, someone said that. I think Evan
Yo,
or
you should have Evan and James on here. You should
oh,
get
I
Jesse
love
Ikeda
that.
on here, dude.
Dude, if we
Dude,
can, I
if
don't he hasn't been active. I think he's a DJ now.
I'm not active, am I, dude? I don't think
No.
I see
now
the
I'm
skit
active.
still, and it makes me
Yeah,
No, you're
remember, I'm
active. You're
like,
active.
okay,
But I
I'm
mean,
not.
I
dude,
feel like
any of
you
them
are
be
iconic. I
down.
feel like Jesse stepped away and like
Nah,
Yeah,
he's kind of
he
just,
would.
know,
I'm trying to get Brandon James still.
yeah.
Like
that'd
guys
be cool.
like him, guys like
He's
Jesse
still riding?
Aikida. He bikes a lot now,
Oh
honestly.
yeah,
He like bikes and as a kid and does graffiti. So
he's a kid. Wow, fuck, that's
he's
crazy.
been, yeah, he's down. He's just like
You guys
figuring out his
really
timing.
should. Matt McKean and Cody Donovan. Okay.
I've
Yeah.
hit up McKean.
Yeah.
I like had some
Really?
small stuff going on between me and him, but he's down.
That'd be
Yeah,
sick, dude. That'd be
He
sick.
I want to get Logan
Cody
on.
would be sick. Logan wants to come, but he wants to do it in person. Same with Dom.
Yeah,
Like, a
that's
lot of people.
I do love like an in person, like, you know what I mean, like a real
It's
sit down
better.
conversation. Yeah, it's you
It's
really
better.
there's a lot of value you can gain from that. Like when I see podcasts like on you or like video podcasts on YouTube or anything like that, I'm like I'm looking for the ones that are like in person, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Totally.
I mean, a lot of the people
Totally.
that listen to the podcast usually like listen to it like autumn
At
Oh
like
yeah,
work
while
or
they're doing
like
just
other
at work.
stuff. Yeah.
yeah, the
That's
audio,
that's
yeah,
what we keep hearing.
that makes sense. Yeah. But no, dude, it's sick that you guys are doing something. Like there needs to be more of this in scootering, honestly. Like that's how you really like keep pushing things forward, you know what I
I mean,
mean?
I feel like the OG stories need to come out and like
Yeah.
Totally,
we
bro.
need
I would.
to
Well, kids like need to know where like on those Olay things, like people commented like Cody Donovan is the great, like blah blah blah, and kids are like, who's
who
that?
the fuck
Yeah,
Like,
is that? Oh
exactly.
yeah,
God, if we got Cody Donovan,
you know what I
I've
mean?
never
Like,
oh
DM'd him. I actually will.
dude, that would
oh,
be
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
DM'd Cody Donovan. Let me
Yeah.
tell you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
You can't read Australian. You're not fooling me.
I don't speak Australian, man.
Yeah.
Are you crazy?
uh, yeah, honestly, bro. Any OGs that listen and want to come on and just speak about scootering in that time period, like
Yeah.
happily will have you on. To
I
talk
can't wait to
about it.
rewatch this and like see all your fucking videos and shit up there. It's
Oh,
It'll
gonna
do
be
be
you?
like the
amazing.
first 12 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
No.
you play them? You play them in the background while
Yeah.
it's.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Like we'll have
Yeah.
your edits and
that's like
whatever.
super
Throw some
embarrassing,
skits in
dude.
there. Nah, dude. It's
I'm kidding,
you gotta,
dog.
yeah, you gotta show them who it is.
No, that's sick. That's sick. I appreciate it. That's sick that you guys are doing this, honestly.
Thanks, man.
Yeah,
It's finally starting to get consistent and like
Yeah.
kind of dialed in. So
yeah.
stoked
Hell
on
yeah.
it.
Do you have any like last shout outs or what people should look out for?
Yeah, dude. Actually, I am gonna be on a Hulu show that's coming out in November. So
Ah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
be on Interior Chinatown. So if you want to see me on TV, I have like two lines, but you know,
I would love to see
You
you
made
on
it.
TV.
holla at your boy. Yeah.
Yeah. I've been watching The Bear
It's sick.
lately, so I need to.
Oh, hell
I'm
yeah.
on that. I'm on that.
There's the shit, dude.
You get
Haven't.
chewed up and spit out in that kitchen, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, you, not me. Like I would be
No,
there.
not me, dude. Not me. I know exactly what I'm doing now.
Blake.
But shout out to all the OG scooter homies too, dude. You know what I'm saying? Fucking yeah, all the lucky guys, everyone who fucking had to bolt a fucking razor at one point. Keep going, man.
Fuck yeah.
Y'all need like a reunion. I need
And
that.
someone find out what Tyler Bonner's doing now. Also.
Dude.
Please.
No, I mean it's about
Please,
that
bro.
time that he comes back and be like, yo, Scooter's kind of tight.
Yo, I
No,
don't.
what the fuck?
Dude, are
I'm
you
gonna
seeing this right
he
now?
1080s first try.
Dude, I would pay to get an edit from Tyler, bro. He was
Yeah.
my favorite growing up.
He was buck.
Honestly.
He's my favorite drinking buddy, I'd say, probably, dude.
Dude.
Isn't that his
I need
downfall though?
Yeah, his drinking was his downfall.
a OG Lucky Scooter Teams reunion really bad.
Oh shit.
Like,
We're
you
all
guys-
we're all on a couch together with like really good production. It's like The View.
Dude,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what, like, it's already been 10 years since First Clover.
Yeah. What? That's crazy, man. Yeah, that shit's all really old. That's
Yeah.
pretty wild, man. First Clover was like, those were the days. It's weird to like look back on scootering and be like, wow, those are some of the best times of my entire life. You know what I mean?
The teaser came out 14 years ago.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, so it's over that. Dang,
You
bro.
guys should check on Stan Smirnoff too. I don't think he's doing
No, I don't know,
y'all want
bro.
to know? I saw Andy, you know Drake Plunkett.
Yeah.
I was like seeing on one of Stan's posts, Drake said something. He's like hope all's well, or like how are you doing? And bro, Stan literally told him like living out the depressing second half of my life.
Jesus,
Like,
man.
we need to send some help to bro.
Dude,
Yeah.
Go do a little grizz air, homie.
dude,
Yeah,
he was
that's scary, man. That's gnarly.
dude, that is gnarly. He was
Yeah.
oh brother.
Yeah.
That's tough. I don't want to end like that. I don't want to end like that,
We can
but
cut
yeah,
it,
man.
but
I think we got
Okay.
Donatelli
Yeah.
out here before, not on the pod, but he came with Daniel.
burrito.
Yeah.
We
Um
we tried to get Steph F. We're gonna get him on soon.
yeah,
Hell yeah.
Stefan is
You can
gonna be
talk
on
about the
soon.
front scoot over Hollywood 16. It's
Ooh.
That's
just
all I
pride
want to
and
talk
joy.
about. That's all I want to talk about is these front
No,
scoots.
we have stories for sure.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm really happy that you got to, kind of relive the past just a little bit, just for one day.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just for one day. Yeah, it's fun, dude.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
This is
Hell
good
yeah.
shit.
Dude,
You're
of
Hell
my
yeah.
course,
favorite
man.
actor, man. Keep it
Thank you,
up.
man.
Don't let me
Thank you.
down. Don't let me
All right, I
down.
won't, dude. I'm gonna keep grinding.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to find this golf skit real quick for sure.
Yeah, dude. Blast it. It's fire.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Well, fuck yeah. I mean,
Cool. All
episode
right. Well,
54.
thank you
Like
guys. I
Bailor.
appreciate it.
Yeah, of course,
Yeah,
man.
man.
If you ever got
Dude,
anything else you want to come on and talk about or whatever,
Hell yeah. I can come on and do like a little bit midway through or something.
I
You
would
know?
love that.
I literally told Andy last night, I was like, I want to like figure out a skit with Blake. We could maybe
Oh my
like pull during the pod.
I could do
but, like,
stand up with like a suit
yeah,
on,
yeah,
oh my
like 2 minute,
God.
like for an
yeah,
intermission.
yeah.
No, you need to
That
like
would be
roast
sick. That would be sick.
one of the pods. That'd be great.
I could do like a Blue Chew commercial in the middle.
Yeah.
Do you
Dude,
ride a
yeah.
scooter? Are you tired of your dick not working?
Yo, the two things don't correlate, but it happens
Yeah.
a lot.
Getting laid and scootering don't go hand in hand.
Nah, man,
Blue
yeah.
Chew.
Cool guys. Well, thank you. Are we done here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I
Keep
appreciate
going
it.
on. Of course.
I'm excited to see it. Let me know when it's done.
yeah.
Should be out next Tuesday.
Fuck yeah. All right, thanks.
No loop. Of course. Fuck
Yeah.
yeah.
All right,
All right,
peace
man.
out, boys.
Cheers.